Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Who knows this song? Anybody? Anybody?
Veruca Salt, the little brute, has just gone down the garbage chute, and she will meet as she descends a rather different set of friends. A rather different set of friends. A rather different set of friends.
A fish net, for example, caught this morning from the alibi.
An oyster from an oyster stew, a steak that no one else would chew, and lots of other things as well. Each with its rather horrid smell. Horrid smell. These are Veruca's newfound friends, as she will meet as she descends. These are Veruca's newfound friends. Who went and spoiled her? Who indeed? Who pandered to her every need?
Who turned her into such a brat?
Who are the culprits?
Who did that?
The guilty ones. Now this is sad. Dear old mom and loving dad.
All lined up in a wedding group, here we are for a photograph. We're all dressed up in a morning suit, all trying not to laugh. Since the early caveman in his fur took a trip.
Everybody join in at home. Come on. What else are you going to do?
The happy scene.
Oh, you flashbang, what a picture! What a picture, what a photograph!
Poor old soul, blimey, what a joke. Hat blown off in a cloud of smoke. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, until the pum 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 pum. Stick it in your family album. The same thing happened long ago when man was in his prime. And what went on we only know from the snaps he took at the time. When Adam and Eve in their birthday suit decided to get wed. As Adam was about to taste the fruit, the man with the camera said,
Oh, you flashbang, what a picture! What a picture, what a photograph!
poor old Eve, there were nothing on, face all red and the fig leaf gone. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, until the pum 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 pum. Stick it in your family album. You read it in the folio or seen it in a Shakespeare play, how Juliet fell for Romeo in the merry month of May. And as he climbed the orchard wall to reach his lady fair, as he tumbled she began to bawl as he travelled through the air.
Oh, Nick Flashbang, what a picture! Quick, what a picture, what a photograph!
Poor young chap, what a night he spent, tights all torn and his rapier bent. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, until the pum 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 pum. Stick it in your family album.
Oh, Nick Flashbang, what a picture! Quick, what a picture, what a photograph!
Poor young chap, what a night he spent, tights all torn and his rapier bent. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum.
What a picture, until the bum 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 bum. Stick it in your family album.
Stick it in your family, stick it in your family,
Stick it in your family album.
Evening, Boyley.
Watcha!
Watcha, governor. Watcha, governor. You not got a shilling, have you, so I can go and get a bun from the shop?
Strike a light, mister, if it ain't the old show again.
I've been having a word with that old fella and he been telling me I've got to lift some stuff out of pockets.
Cool, he's got some treat.
I've just shot my wad.
Oh.
Sorry, took things too far there. Katherine, I'm very, very angry. Welcome, Late Night Alternative, all of that stuff. I'm in a foul mood today. I'm in a really foul mood. I'm going to tell you why.
Go on.
I'm going to I'm going.
Tell me now, though. Stop giving me the. Give me the meat. Give me the meat.
Katherine, trust me. The meat is coming. The meat is coming. I'm in a foul mood, right? Because for the last 15 years, this is my chair.
Sure, it's your chair. Anyway,
okay.
15 years.
For the last... You're very quiet, by the way. Maybe if I turn you up here, did I say something?
Pump me up.
Why do you pump me up, Buttercup? 15 years.
Yeah.
The world has lied to me.
Oh, why?
Because, well, I'd been told by everybody that the Willy Wonka movie was no good.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, the Johnny Depp one?
What do you mean?
Well, there's the original one, which everyone agrees is wonderful.
No, there's not. There's only one Willy Wonka film.
Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking... Sorry,
Wonka.
no. I'm not talking about Charlie. Sorry, I thought I was being very obvious.
We're in one of those moods, are we? Okay.
No. We're in a mood for accuracy. Do you mind? I wasn't talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and therein lies the problem with
the Willy Wonka movie, which is a general term, which could cover the Gene Wilder.
No, it's called Willy Wonka.
Yeah, but it ain't called the Willy Wonka movie. Accuracy.
But I said the title in the sentence. The Willy Wonka movie. Willy Wonka. It's like saying the Spy Who Loved Me movie. The Spy
James
Who
Bond
Loved Me.
movie.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not.
Yes,
it's
of
not.
Which there are many.
It's like saying the Ghostbusters movie. You know what I'm talking about.
I do now, and we're arguing over nonsense.
Exactly.
And frankly, there are better things and bigger things going on in the world. There's not. This right now is the number one important thing going on in my world, right? My youngest is reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Mm-hmm. And he said, can we watch the movie? I said, which movie do you want to watch? Do you want to watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Or do you want to watch the Willy Wonka movie?
The Willy Wonka movie. And he said, I want to watch the Willy Wonka movie. So I found them both, and we watched the trailers for both, just to make sure. And he said, I want to watch the Willy Wonka movie. And I'm thinking, oh, God. And he'd seen it before years ago. I'm thinking, oh, God, this is going to be a waste of my life, watching this rubbish, this famously turgid piece of CRAP crap.
I didn't hate it. It was just different from the other one. If you're expecting the other one, then...
But from the other what? It's not in any way connected to any other movie. And that is... No. That is the issue. I watched it, right? It's not a great movie. It's a very, very good movie. It's not a great movie. It's a very, very good movie. Johnny Depp in it is superb. The young kid, I don't remember the name of the character he plays, superb. James
Charlie Bucket.
Is that it? Oh, Charlie. Right. Okay. That's how little his name meant to me. There are three people in that movie.
Dissing a child.
3 people in that movie. Dissing a fictional child. Yeah. There are
fictional poor child who only gets chocolate twice a year.
And the actor that plays him is now a man. I'm destroying you
asking
tonight.
For it, yeah.
Destroying you tonight. Honestly, you've got not a leg to stand on. So I watched it. It is a really good movie. Great music from the fantastic Danny Elfman. Fantastic. Johnny Depp really gives a sublime performance. 3 actors I've appeared on screen with in that movie. 3 actors I have appeared on screen with. Kevin Eldon, James Fox, and Christopher Lee. I've appeared on screen with those 3 guys in movies. And I thought it was wonderful. I thought the last 20 minutes could have been a real letdown, and it was magical. Oh, it's not as good as the first movie. It is the first movie. I'm sorry. It is. No. I'm sorry. It is the first Willy Wonka movie. It is in no way connected with that horrifying nightmare, psychedelic nightmare known as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's nothing to do with it whatsoever. And that's the problem. Everyone went, it's not as good as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Well, that's like going, it's not as good as The Godfather, because that's how connected it is.
Stop clapping. I hope you're clapping.
Sorry, I'm getting excited. It's not as good as Lawrence of Arabia. Well, it's got nothing to do with Lawrence of Arabia. Why would you compare the two movies?
Who's saying that?
No, but this is what I am saying.
Okay.
Is you might, by comparing it to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you might as well compare it to, I don't know, Emmanuel or anything. I don't know why I thought of that. Or anything, right?
I do.
Because because it's not connected to any of those movies. It is the first Willy Wonka movie. And it is enjoyable. 15 years ago it came out. This day, it turns out. 15 years ago, this very day, April the 30th, 2005. And because of a-holes like you...
Whoa, hang on! Objection.
Yes. Overruled, by the way, but go on.
I never said it was crap.
Did I say... I'm sorry, Catherine. Listen very carefully to what I'm saying.
I never said...
Please.
I never said that. I never said that.
Because
take me out of this equation immediately. Or take me out of the equation. Take me out of it.
I said... Please listen carefully. No. I said because of a-holes like
me.
Like you. Didn't say
Qualify
you.
That. Qualify
You
that.
just said it's not as good as you said, quote, it's not as good as the first one, kid.
I was quoting other people,
bollocks.
not
I was
me.
quoting other people.
I was. That's why I was doing the special voice.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Grow some. Grow a pair. Man up.
You need to...
I think you do.
To unhitch your pants. Someone's giving you a power wedgie and you are not liking it.
I think you need to... But there's a great line in season 10 of Curb Your Enthusiasm. He has this kind of like roommate, Leon, who's very sweary. And they're talking about penis size. And Leon goes, well, my dick is very, very big. Really? Got a big dick? Oh, yeah, so big that when I was in high school, someone gave me a wedgie with my own dick. But that's by the by. I've broken the ice. But that's just so I can come back again. People like you, a-holes like you, have ruined what is a really, really, really enjoyable movie. The last 15 years of my life have been living a lie. I'm saying it. The Willy Wonka movie is a really, really enjoyable movie. The sets are great. Did they do something weird to the kids' faces? Are the kids' faces touched up? Let me rephrase that. Are the kids' faces somehow done something with computers? Because we were looking at Augustus Gloop, who's from Dusseldorf, and his face is weird. And then we looked at Violet Beauregard, and her eyes were weird. Had they done something to the kids' faces?
Yes. Yes, they did.
What did they do?
Magic.
Okay, you're in that mood. Right, fine. 034... 034449. Oh, I tell you what I'm going to do. Every time I give the number out, because I'm going to want to get some new callers, so I'm going to do it like this. 03444991000. That's the telephone number if you want to give us a... It's like a subliminal kind of affirmation for people. I'm giving essays, subliminal affirmations to people to call in. It's very simple. 03444991000 is the telephone number.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're talking about the Willy Wonka movie?
This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. Once again, really annoying, really annoying idiot Andrew K. Phone in, Andrew. I'm so close to blocking you. So close to blocking you. Has the lockdown got to you that much? That version, a remake by any other nonsense, is appalling. All I'm saying, Andrew, is I enjoyed it. My 8-year-old enjoyed it. This is the problem
what does by any other nonsense mean?
I don't know. It's not a phrase. Also, that he's putting version in inverted commas. Well, what does that mean? Here's the thing, right? When I say I like something, I am not saying everybody. I would never say, Andrew, you'd like this. I think you'd like this, partly because you're an annoying prig, but I would never say you'd like this. You should watch that. I think you'd really like it. All I can do is share my experience, right? That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. And my experience is I really enjoyed that film.
Which one?
Your movie, the Johnny Depp movie. I don't want to get bogged down in titles. I think
it wasn't called the Willy Wonka movie, was it? Didn't have Willy Wonka in the title.
I think it's a problem with a lot of movie criticism.
Flipping it. Do you mind? We can hear that.
Is he having a dump? Is that your son? I didn't know you had an old man son.
Well, the pub is happening upstairs, and to be honest, I think some of the pub behaviour is spilling over onto the landing.
He's not having a pee on the stairs, is he?
He's doing a big rolling belch.
Well, I've got my kids here, so they you might be hearing some similar things. Andrew, you are so close. You're so close to being blocked with your annoying and wrong arguments. Okay, I'm not saying, hey, Andrew, you'd really enjoy the Johnny Depp movie based on the Roald Dahl story that I was talking about.
The what now?
I'm saying I really enjoyed it. People lied to me for 15 years. My 8-year-old enjoyed it. So you just need to chill out. You need to chill your boots. Get your boots. Oh, I bet that's quite nice, actually. Getting your boots and putting them in the freezer an hour before you go out for a walk on a hot day. I bet that's nice. Have you ever done that? Have you ever literally chilled your boots? 0344 wasn't 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Okay. Let's go to Danny. Good evening, Danny. Slow start. Good evening, Danny. Danny, right, can we call Danny back, please? Because Danny doesn't
Invisi Danny.
Invisi Danny. Don't forget, you can watch the show this evening, or my half of it, if you go to youtube.com/Iain Lee. Click, was watching a lot of YouTubers today, so here we go, hang on. Click the like button in the next 5 seconds and you'll get a magical surprise. Also, click follow if you haven't already. They do that, don't they? I really want to see you smash that like button.
Smash it.
Smash it. I've had a really lovely day today. Really lovely day today. Not only have I discovered that basically the world of film criticism is based on lie, did some great homeschooling. I managed to sneak in a 2.5 hour nap. Yeah.
How do you do that?
I drugged the kids. We had.
Do you put glasses on that have got open eyes on them?
But there's several things have gone wrong today. I ordered Domino's pizzas tonight. Ordered Domino's pizzas, and I made a really big, or should that be, a really small error. I normally get medium-sized pizzas for everyone, one each. Yeah. Okay. And tonight I thought, yeah, let's try and save a bit of money. Let's go small. Let's get a small pizza. Those pizzas are tiny, Catherine. Have you ever had a small Domino's pizza?
It's basically a crumpet, isn't it?
It's a crumpet. It's tiny. So much so when the boxes rocked up, I thought, oh, jeez. What have I done? I saw the boxes. I thought, oh, God. And I took them in and I opened the boxes and the boys burst into hysterics. They were, what's that? What's that? What's that? It's not sounding rubbish. I hate you, Dad. I wish we lived with Mama. I got away with it just because I'd bought an extra side. So we had chicken sticks and chicken popcorn. So there was enough. And some cookies. There was enough to tide them over. But those tiny pizzas, Catherine, it's just not worth anybody's effort.
I don't think they really qualify as a pizza. I think it's more of an amuse-bouche.
It was, it was,
Very mild amusement.
What? I don't know what an amuse-bouche is.
It's just, literally an amusement for the mouth. Just a little taster of something.
It was like a vol au vent.
Vol-au-vent.
They were la vol-au-vent.
A flight with the wind.
No. Those little kind of pastry things you get at Fancy Do's, a vol-au-vent.
Yeah.
And it was, I just got away with it, just because I'd ordered 2 sides and cookies. So I just got away with it. So that was not great. But the other thing that was great, and if you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to show you some bits and pieces now. We've booked in now, to do a Zoom meeting with my mum, lovely Linda, in the care home. We're going to do it every Friday now at 3:00. I think I've thrown the pages away, actually. Every Friday at 3:00. Here we go. Oh, that's me.
Don't pull anything out.
No.
After last time.
It's a loose connection. I just need to check that we're still. Hang on. I just need to check that we're still in. Hang on. Oh, Tommy, are we in? No. Hang on. There we go.
There it is.
So we got a Zoom meeting, right, and a very kind carer, and they're taking such good care of my mum in this care home. And I know we've had issues in the past. Doing a brilliant job now. They got loads of PPE. Private places have got PPE. Oh. Private places have got PPE because it's a different procurement.
Of which more in a second, by the way.
Oh, okay, brilliant. And they haven't got a case of it in the care home yet, thank God, touch wood. So this very kind carer set up Zoom for me and the boys. We're going to do it every Thursday, every Thursday, and my sister and her kids, right? And so she got it set up, and then she left the room, but somehow Mum was muted and couldn't hear us either, right? And Mum couldn't do it because she wouldn't know how to do it, and her hands aren't particularly reliable. So Mum couldn't hear us, and she was muted, and my sister, who was hosting the meeting, couldn't unmute Mum. So for the first 10 minutes of the Zoom meeting, we made the most of it, right? For the first 10 meetings, I was holding up messages. I'm showing these to the YouTube viewers at home. I was holding up messages on bits of paper. How are you? And she'd kind of nod or shake her head. And we were all laughing. It was funny. We were having a real laugh. And then I had a message, have you had a haircut? And she nodded. She'd had a haircut. Next message I held up was, you are the only person with a haircut. Because no one's got a haircut. Everyone's hair is looking ridiculous, right?
You're not even attempting to speak to her at this point. You're just holding up signs.
Oh, we're saying it. We're saying it out loud. But we're we're talking for some reason. We're talking like we're talking to a Frenchman. Next one was, you look well. She's nodding and she's like answering, but she knows that we can't hear her. And then I did. Then after that, I held up, do you have coronavirus? And she shook her head and she said, no, I don't have coronavirus. You're about 45 seconds behind on the YouTube, Katherine, so be careful. And then my eldest had a bright idea. This is 10 minutes into it. Mm-hmm. He said, because quite often when he's playing games of Fortnite with his friends, they don't always have headsets. So he will say to them, dance, because you can dance in Fortnite, dance, if you can hear me. And his friend's character will dance or won't dance. So he does this all the time, my eldest. And so my eldest said, Nanny Linda, hold your thumb up if you can hear us. And very slowly, my mother raised her thumb like Arthur Fonzarelli himself. And we're all just going, we've just had 10 minutes thinking you couldn't hear us, you silly woman. And we were wetting ourselves, man. It was so funny. We couldn't get it so that we could hear her, but we had.
Did she find it funny?
She found it hilarious. And then it turns out my 10-year-old is a really good lip reader. He was able to lip read everything she was saying and stuff, and it was brilliant. We had a really, really good laugh, and afterwards, 25 minutes we stopped it, and afterwards the woman emailed saying, how did it go? We said, we had a great time, we had a blast. But we couldn't hear. She was muted, so next time, let's make sure she's unmuted, but otherwise, it was brilliant, and in fact, it was really, really funny that we couldn't hear her, and it made it all the more special, and we had a great time. So it was very, very funny, but it was literally 10 minutes into it. My eldest, Nanny Linda, hold your thumb up if you can hear us. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. 0344 499-1000 is the telephone number. Let's have a quick break, then we'll take some calls if anyone wants to call in, that is. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number. I don't want to listen. I don't want to get drawn into any battles that aren't my battle. I don't want to criticise anybody who works here or any of that. But just for the record, I think Emma Kennedy is one of the nicest people I have only ever briefly worked with, and she's been very helpful to me. And I see she's getting some flack. I see she's getting more than flack. I don't want to get into the whys and wherefores of it at this stage. But Emma Kennedy is fantastic, and I just think she's absolutely wonderful and has shown me nothing but kindness. How is your... Oh, go on. You want to talk about PPE?
Yeah, because you know we're making masks, right?
Yes, I do. And when are you going to send them to me?
I will send them. I'll send them to you. Do I send them? Do I just bring them? Do we meet halfway and I throw them at you?
No, just put them in a jiffy bag and send them. And I'll wash them when they get here and it'll be fine.
All right. Well, I've washed them and they've been kept in an airtight bag. And they've only been handled with clean hands. But of course... You don't have to take my word for that, and I will send them ASAP. So I've got a little pile of these masks going, and I've been mentioning them in a kind of sheepish way to my parents, because my dad tends to be a kind of, what a load of nonsense kind of person. But actually, when I mentioned them to him, he was quite interested, and I think because he's been out more than my mum, who hasn't been out at all, really. Because she's in isolation, he realised that people are starting to wear them, and the writing appears to be on the wall that we're all going to end up wearing them anyway. So I've got this little pile of masks, and I spoke to my sister about it, and again I kind of introduced it really gently in a kind of, well, I'm making these things and I'm hoping we never need to use them. And she's a teacher, and she said, I'll have some of them. She said, because when I go back to school, the kids cough and sneeze and all sorts. She said, I'm going to...
Coughs and sneezes spread diseases, Katherine.
Exactly. So she's interested, which I'm surprised about, because usually it's me coming up with these quote-unquote wacky ideas and everyone else laughing at me. And I assumed that was what was going to happen. Anyway, so Mum had a hospital visit today, just a check-up, and she told me about it last week, and I said to her... I've got a mask if you want to wear them. No, it's all right. I've got my scarf. I'll just put it over my face. So I went, okay. I said, but this is a lot easier. You don't have to sort of mess with it. It's just on your face and then that's it. But, I've got them. If you want them, just say. And I just thought I'd be really gentle about it because I don't want them to laugh at me, basically. Anyway, she went to the hospital today, and when she went in with the doctor, he gave her a mask. He gave her and my dad masks and said they should have been given them from the start or told to wear them before they came in. Everyone is wearing masks for sort of consultations and stuff. Yeah. Every single person.
Yeah.
So because now my mum is asking me for masks. Oh, can you chuck a few around for me?
Boris Johnson has said that wearing masks probably could help. Do you notice the thing with Boris Johnson? It seems every time he says something, it's only because the public have been doing it for 10 days. Anyway, that's how it seems to work. Good for your mum. It's the mask thing is weird, isn't it? Because, 10, 15 years ago, it was just Japanese tourists that wore masks, and we'd laugh. Well, and go, well,
also, let's be honest, it felt a little bit rude.
Yeah, it did.
What do you think we've got?
And now you see masks now, and I think, yeah, good for you. And when I get them, I will have absolutely no embarrassment whatsoever in wearing a mask. And it's so good for your mum, because she's an older generation. It must be even more alien a concept for her than it is for us. So well done also, for looking around and learning.
Yeah, and also bearing in mind she's not been out for this whole time, and it was a different world 6 weeks ago, a completely different world. And I remember the first time I went to a supermarket and saw a civilian wearing a cloth mask, I thought, what are you doing, mate? What's this? And to be honest, I thought he looked a pudding. But it's not about that anymore, is it? And I know that we'll get people... There was a guy online yesterday saying, the masks are useless, they're not going to stop you getting it. No, but they might stop me passing it on. And if everyone has that attitude that we look out for the other person, then someone's going to be looking out for us.
Here's the thing. The science is so inaccurate at the moment. I read a thing today saying that 2 metres distance is probably not enough, actually, to stop the spread. So the view on masks may change. The majority of things I've read, and I haven't read anything about masks for a few days, so maybe that's changed, have said that the impact is minimal. It's there, but it's probably minimal. Okay, I'll go for anything that makes me, my kids, that makes you, that makes the woman at the till on Tesco's, anything that makes even slightly safer. I'm totally up for that. But also, I think it's psychological as well. I think so. If you feel more confident, and as long as that confidence isn't encouraging you to take risks, beautiful, bring it on, man.
I think it's also a visual reminder, not just for you, but for other people, that you are mindful of it, because that was the frustration, wasn't it, when people were first getting used to the new supermarket rules, that some people were taking it seriously and other people were sort of chopping back down the aisle, getting a bit too close and all that stuff. You know, I think if someone's got a mask on, it brings it home to you a bit more.
I don't know. I'm not going to say this on air. I've lost I've thrown away all my notes. Oh, there they are. But let's just say, if you're a friend of mine and you want to know how to be guaranteed a Tesco delivery, drop me a private email. No, send me a text to my phone. If you're a friend of mine, send me a text to my phone. Me and Kath have found out how to get Tesco deliveries.
Yeah, and there is a funny sort of blip in it, but it is just a blip. Yeah,
it works. Do you need that Tesco delivery? Yes, I do, because I'm very lazy. Yes, I bloody well do.
I'm stopping my parents going to the shops, and I'm stopping my in-laws going to the shops. Yeah. So, yes.
Yes, so send me a text and I will tell you. Let's go to Sadiq. Good evening, Sadiq.
How are you doing talk radio if it's lockdown? How can you do talk radio if it's lockdown? I'm just asking, how can you do it?
Wow, 3 times. He's very interested.
How can I live without you?
I want to know.
What was my question? What I said?
What? Sorry, what? I didn't
hear.
Did we
hear the question? Which one of the 3?
How do you do talk radio and you're not? If it's lockdown, you're not allowed to do talk radio. You can't do no talk radio. Are you allowed?
I remembered a funny song that we used to sing. Do you remember? You might as well be walking on the sun. Do you remember that, Kath?
Yes.
I used to sing. Hang on a minute, Sadiq. I'm doing a Smash Mouth joke. I used to do a funny version of that, and it just popped into my head the other day. You might as well be doing tricky sums. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. It's good. Tell that to the girls. They'll like that. They must like Smash Mouth. Very popular band. Okay. Sadiq, how can we help you tonight?
I was just asking, why are you not listening to the rules that Boris Johnson said you're not allowed to go outside or lockdown?
Oh no, this is a pre-recorded show, Sadiq.
What's that mean? I don't get it.
We recorded this show towards the end of 2019.
No, it's not. It's 2020 right now. The year's 2020
yes,
right now.
You're listening to it in 2020, but we recorded this. God, when was it, Katherine? October, November, something like that, wasn't it?
October, November, yeah.
Yeah, it was October, November last year.
I disagree with you. You know the Gene Wilder film, that's better than the Johnny Depp one, I think.
Okay. Well, thanks for your call, Sadiq. Does that answer your question?
Can I ask you for your mobile number? Would you give it to me, Iain?
No, I will not give it to you. But does that answer your question about how we're doing the show?
But I was wondering, how are you doing if you're not in the studio?
Yeah, we recorded this show. We are recording this show now, but you're hearing it in 2020. But we recorded it in October, November of last year.
But are you at home or are you doing on the studio right now?
I could be dead by now for all I know. I would imagine that I'm at home during, I'm going to guess that there was like a global pandemic lockdown or something. So, I would imagine I'll be at home.
And what would you do if there was that? How would you do the show? I wouldn't be in this room with you, would I?
No, exactly.
I would be in my house and you'd be in your house and we'd be doing this remotely.
So does that answer your question, Sadiq? It's a recording?
Yes.
Brilliant, thank you very much. 0344 499 1000. We got there in the end. Let's go to Tony. Hey, Tony.
Yeah, Iain. It was just a funny story you were saying about putting bits of paper up to your mother so she could see what you were saying and that.
Yes.
And then Katherine went on to talk about masks.
Yes.
And what happened was, we were very young and we moved to a very rough housing estate. And we found these things in my mother's bedroom and put them on her face and went out on the estate running around.
Yeah.
And when my father found out, he went absolutely ballistic. We had gone out with big sanitary towels wrapped around our mouth.
Sanitary towels? Oh, my God, you put sanitary towels around your mother's mouth. That is disgusting.
No, with our mouths.
Oh, my God. Around your mouths?
Yeah, they weren't used ones.
Oh, I assumed they weren't used ones. Yes, that would be an insanity towel. Correct, Catherine. Well done.
No, the old type, and the women had to wear belts with them.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
We put them around our ears and we thought we were like doctors.
Yeah. It's just a bit of fun.
Start to move into a rough housing estate.
It's just a little bit of fun, Tony, isn't it? It's just a little bit of fun.
Yeah, just been mad.
No woman, no cry. That's what that reminds me of. Reminds me of my master, my Sifu, Bob Marley. Yeah. No woman, no cry. What's your favourite Bob Marley song, Tone?
I'm not sure. There's quite a few.
So
no
many.
Woman, No Cry is my favourite.
So many. I like the one.
I like, is this love, is this love, is this love that I don't know what it's called.
I like three little birdies sitting on a tree. Oh, one little birdie, come and whistle to me.
Yeah, but can you imagine
a great one.
Running around a really rough housing estate with sanitary towels wrapped around your face?
Tony, you are a legend and a player, if I may say so. 0344 499 1000. Thank you for that. Sanity towels. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Some weird stuff going on in the YouTube chat, Catherine. Sarah Hazelhurst said, Iain, you've been my weird crush for the last 10 years. Why weird?
Yeah.
I'm a great-looking guy.
And then she follows it up, because a few people went, why weird? I mean, that's not very nice, is it? You should be flattered. No.
You should be flattered. You should be flattered.
Someone's saying, yeah, well, obviously it's weird and not right, but I really fancy you. You should like that. It's a weird thing to say.
She should be flattered that I allow her to have a crush on me. I allow that. I've given her permission. I'm very close, Catherine, if I'm honest, to rescinding. I could rescind. I could rescind at any moment.
Here's what I think she's doing to you. Here's what I think she's doing. I've just realised, stupid of me. I should have thought it straight away.
She's grooming
negging.
me.
She's negging.
Is that
She's
like
negging.
pegging, but with a bum?
No. Negging
Edging?
is when someone says something horrible to you, like, oh, you're so thick or whatever, but actually they're doing it to try and make you like them. Attention. That's how they get your attention. They pull your pigtails.
About a thing. I booked another roast dinner for Sunday.
Did you?
So
Good.
every little thing is going to be all right. 3 o'clock, I'm driving to a pub 2.6 miles away to go and get a big old roast dinner with extra roasties. That's what's happening. Treat yourself, guys. Treat yourself. If you can afford it, treat yourself this weekend. Do something nice. I'm doing 2 nice things. I'm seeing the Stephen Page concert Saturday night. I've put in a couple of requests. Fingers crossed. And I'm buying myself a bit of roast beef, a pre-prepared roast from a local pub. I'm lucky I got a few quid. Treat yourself. Actually, it's not that expensive. The roast I think, was about 12, 13 quid. And the ticket for the concert was £6.50. 20 quid I've spent this weekend. Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I might make love to that roast dinner before I eat
no,
it.
I wouldn't do that, for God's sake.
No, not literally. That would be...
No. But the meat did look tasty on the photograph you sent me last weekend.
Oh, it's thick. I've never seen such thick slabs of meat before. Beautiful.
That's for a man, that dinner was for a man.
My mum, when I was a kid, she used to call cooked breakfast a man's breakfast. Yeah, used to call a cook breakfast. Do you want a man's breakfast? Yeah, I want a man's breakfast. Love a man's breakfast. Or I can't be bothered to cook them for the boys at the moment, even though I've got bacon and I've got eggs.
No. They've had a pizza, a tiny one, but they've had a pizza.
That was delivered. I can't be bothered. So today they said, what's for breakfast? And I've got all the ingredients for a man's breakfast. And I said, okay, you can either have some Crave or you can have some yogurt with honey. Crave is like a cereal. Well, it's not like a cereal. It's a cereal.
That's wow. Okay.
Sorry. Well, why does that surprise you?
Why is it called Crave?
Well, why? What do you mean? Why is it called Crave?
Sounds a bit too sexy for kids.
Why are Shreddies called Shreddies? It's not sexy.
Shreddy sounds fun. Crave sounds like Crave sounds like a sort of I don't know, what's it called? Like a Lynx fragrance. Crave. Crave's too sexy for... It's like my daughter told me that after PE, or before PE, they get changed and the teacher puts music on, right? And apparently she likes to put, I love it when you call me Senorita.
Camilla Cabello.
And I said, oh no, that's too slinky for getting changed at school.
Dr. Electric says on the YouTube channel, I didn't realise this was recorded in November 2019. What do you think of Brexit? Well, I don't think Brexit will ever happen because I think Labour will win the general election. 03444991000. Here's something. I couldn't remember Jeremy Corbyn's name then.
Gosh.
Couldn't remember his name.
Do you remember him?
Vaguely. Vaguely. And I don't think we'd have COVID if we had decent opposition. No, hang on, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so I couldn't be bothered, but that's the kind of nonsense that some other presenters might say.
If by saying opposition you mean opposition in terms of protection against a global pandemic, in other words, someone telling us that we should maybe stay in about 3 weeks before we started doing that, when everyone else was doing it, maybe a month or so before, I agree.
Can I speak honestly?
Always.
This whole coronavirus thing is really shit, isn't it?
It's a bit tedious, yeah.
So lame. So boring. And it just dawned on me today. This is going to go on for like years. I've been struggling a little bit today. I found myself sinking a bit today. And the trick I've got at the moment, and it's kind of working, is if I find myself sinking, I get up and I move somewhere and I go and do something. And that buys me a little bit of breathing space. It's not really solving anything, but it just buys me a little bit of breathing space while I focus on... Oh, I tell you what I was doing today. Get this. About 8 years ago, 6 years ago, no, about maybe 10 years ago, I bought a tablet, right? Cheap little tablet, a Nexus 7, right? An Asus Nexus 7, cheap little tablet, right? Small little thing. And I never really used it. I never really used it. I used to watch a bit of YouTube on it when I was ill. I remember once being really ill in bed and watching YouTube on it. But I never really used it. And I found it the other day and I dug it out and I thought, and someone, Bay Logan, who's been a guest on the show, sent me his latest book in PDF for Kindle format. And I thought, I'm not going to read it on my computer, my lappy, but I'll go and find that tablet and I'll go and download it on there and I'll use it as what they call an electronic e-reader. Okay, so I've installed this electronic e-reader, and tonight I finished my Beatles book, my Craig Brown Beatles book, which is good. Kind of peters out at the end, but it's a good book. And I thought, well, I'm going to read that book on my electronic e-reader, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, Catherine. I don't know why I was so homo-resistant. Is that the phrase, homo-resistant? Is that the phrase?
Yeah,
I don't know why I was so homo-resistant to electronic e-books.
Well, they're a little bit, they're a bit sanity, aren't they? They're a bit sanitised. I've been using mine a little bit recently just because I've been reticent to buy any more books because I've got a big pile of them. I realise that it's cheating by getting some downloaded. But I've been using mine for the first time in ages, and mine's like the Mark 1.
Oh, go on, describe yours, Grandma.
I have to slot it into a cover. You can buy a leather cover, which is like the Kindle version of those video covers used to get that look like books.
Yep.
So it's in a leather cover. But if I want to read it at night, it doesn't have a light up screen. I have to pull like a little book light out, which is part of the cover. But it works
There's
for
a
me.
little light over it.
Yes. It works for me, and that's what counts.
Little light comes out. My favourite gift that my ex-wife ever bought me, and honestly, I love it, and I've lost it, and I must get another one. I don't need it, actually, now I live on my own, but it was a miner's headlight.
I remember you telling me about this.
Oh, God, it was the best gift, because I would always, I've always kind of been awake at night. I don't sleep, I kind of like going to sleep late, and my wife would sleep together at a normal time. And, but I'd have the light on, and so she bought me this headlamp that you just clip on your head. Oh my God, Catherine, it was the best present ever. I don't need it so much now because there ain't nobody to disturb, although I've got my 8-year-old son is up in my bed, I happen to notice. But that was a great present. That was one of the great presents.
Well, you know, she bought it for herself.
What?
Yeah. That wasn't really for you. That was to stop you annoying her so much.
Oh, my God. Let's go to Gray. Good evening, Gray.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Is it Gray or Gary?
No, Gray, yeah.
Okay.
As in short for Graham. Cooler than Graham.
It is, yeah.
Why not just shorten it to Ham?
Yeah, or Gra.
Or Ray. You could shorten it to Ray. Have you ever been to America?
I was going to say, Americans can't say this word, can they?
But you know what they call it in America? Graham.
I wouldn't want to go to America, to be honest.
Oh, you'd like it, Graham. Gray.
Nah.
You'd like
Graham. Graham.
Anyway, what I'm ringing up for...
Craig and Graham.
Graham.
Yes? You need to give up smoking, brother.
I need to plug my computer in, so don't say anything interesting for 2 minutes.
I don't think you will.
I'm ringing up to apologise for my missus' language last night.
Oh, she said...
Maria.
Winker? Said it. Goodbye. He just said it. For crying out loud, what a common family. I've cut him off, Kath. I cut him off.
What happened?
He was Maria's husband. You know, she phoned up last night and said...
Yeah, swearing Maria.
He phoned up and said, I want to apologise for my wife's language last night.
Yeah.
She said P, and then he said the W word that she said. He said it twice.
Well,
Gone.
the apple.
What's a...
The apple don't fall far from the tree, does it?
The apple don't fart from a what now?
The fart. Yeah. I think that old woman was right. The more I think about it. My eldest said that word today.
Which one? Prick?
By accident, Winker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wowzers.
And I went, well, we don't say that, do we? And then I thought, I shouldn't have said that at all. She went, why? What does it mean?
You've loaded it. You've given her a gun. She had a bullet, and you've given her a gun to put it in. She had a bullet, but didn't know what to do with it. You've given her the tool.
She fired the gun. It didn't hit anyone. I should have ignored it and just taken it away. But instead, I didn't explain it to her, but I flagged it up that it wasn't a good thing to do.
Can I tell you something that I love about you, Kath?
Go on.
I love it. When you call me señorita, you know it would be so damn nice to meet you. And every time ooh la la la, it's true la la la. Want to give it to you, show you what I got to you.
Exactly. And children should not be getting undressed and dressed to that music.
No.
Too slinky. No. It's too slinky.
But then again, you know, all pop music is about shagging.
What do you mean? What, like,
what do you mean?
That Justin Bieber's Yummy Yummy is about that?
That's about cunnilingus. There's an Ed Sheeran song that's got Cardi B in it, and maybe it's either Selena Gomez or Camila Cabello. And I said, "Oh, you heard that song South of the Border? It's about oral sex.
To Mexico.
No, you said no, it's not. It's about going to Mexico. And then I got the lyrics and sent them over to you. Let me get the I mean, it's a great song. I'm not that big a fan of Ed Sheeran, but I do like the duets that he's done. South of the Border lyrics. So she got the brown eyes, the caramel thighs, the long hair.
Stop. Are we actually talking about facial features?
She got the brown eyes, the caramel thighs, long hair, no wedding ring. I saw you looking from across the way. I don't really know that bit.
Also, stop. If you're describing someone, a woman, for example, do you say, she's got brown eyes and caramel thighs? Would you draw attention to thighs to people who hadn't seen this person? Would that be a defining feature?
She doesn't. No, Catherine, you're missing an important bit. She doesn't have brown eyes. She got the brown eyes. Here we go. So this is the bit. The brown eyes. The caramel thighs. So this is the lyric that I believe is about downstairs love. So join me in this bed that I'm in and push up on me and sweat, darling. So I'm going to put my time in. I won't stop until the angels sing.
When he says time, does he mean...
Jump in that water, be free. Come south of the border with me. Jump in that water, be free.
It was like a nice, sexy holiday.
No. It's
a holiday south of the
I like the Cardi B
equator.
rap in that. It's a good song, that. She got the brown eyes, the caramel thighs.
Brown eyes.
She got the bongo. Where did it go?
That reminds me, and it shouldn't, of my youngest child when she first started talking. If you asked her a question, she would always answer with, She'd say, what's your name? She would say her name, but it wouldn't be the right name. But it'd be, she would just say, because she had noticed when people answer a question, they make that noise first.
I miss your kids.
Ask me a question about them.
What do they look like?
Girls.
Can we swap kids for like a month?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I could handle the wrestling, the farting. I mean, there is wrestling.
I'm not coming over. I'm not coming. It's just the boys.
They've my eldest made a game, like a paper game that they play, and they're obsessed with it at the moment. And it's based on, I think there is on Roblox, or I think there's a Roblox game called Adopt Me, where you have pets and it's a trading game.
Yes, I've seen that. It's a weird old game, that.
Yeah. So my eldest has made these like cards with different fictional creatures on, and a little board with a kind of you've got, I've got, which I think is based on the little box that comes up when you want to do a trade.
Okay.
And they play it in real life.
Yeah. Oh, what?
They're obsessed with it, which is great. I mean, it's the same game, but they're not on the computer all the time.
Let's take a break. It's quiet on the calls tonight, but I'm kind of cool with that, actually. I'm finding it much less stressful than the last couple of nights. Kath and I are more than happy to chat, but if you want to join in at any point, you'd be very, very welcome. 0344 499 1000. You'll speak to Amy. She takes your name and number and gives you a call straight back. It costs you pennies at most. Probably free for a lot of you, and you can call in about absolutely anything you want. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
And when I go away, I know my heart can stay with my love. It's understood, it's in the hands of my love. 'Cause my love does it good. Oh, 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 my love does it good. And when the cupboard's bare, I'll still find something there with my love. It's understood, it's everywhere with my love. And my love does it good. me why I'll never say goodbye to my love. It's understood, it's everywhere with my love. 'Cause my love does it good. My love does it good. Oh, I love, oh, my love. Only my love does it
Yes! Come on, Cass! Sing it, Cass!
to me.
Sing it, Cass! That's some version, huh?
Oh, it's so good.
Some version.
That's one of my shower songs. Now, if you had a speaker in your shower, you could also get the acoustics necessary to belt that one.
I don't want a speaker in my shower. Why is everyone trying to tell me?
So good.
That is that is such a great album. Don't Call Me Mama Anymore. It's Cass Elliot live, and it's such a great album. And it's like I don't think there are any of the hits on there, and it's just a joy. Tomorrow in this house, it's International Mama Cass Elliot Day, and the boys we're going to throw out the school books. We're going to throw out Joe Wicks, and we are going to listen to Cass Elliot. I had a great chat with my youngest today, because homeschooling, and their school have been really good actually, but I think they're sending too much work, and I think it's unfair on the kids, and I think it's really unfair on the parents who have to work. I'm not working in the day, but I don't get to sleep till about 2:30, and I was awake at 7, I got up at 8, and it just means that when I come to do my job, I'm really, really tired. All right, you know, I know there are starving kids in Africa and all of that, but it just means I'm not as on the ball today as I was yesterday, and I won't be tomorrow. And that's a fine compromise, but I think there's too much work. But I said to my youngest today, I said, right, I've got your timetable here and I've seen it. There's a couple of things we can skip. We don't need the assembly with the padre. We don't need that. It'll be about Jesus, and Jesus, I'm not totally sure that Jesus existed. There's some historical evidence that maybe he did, but if he did, I don't really believe he was the Son of God, but he was a cool guy and he did cool things if he was real, right? And so the Padre's going to tell you some great ideas. The Padre's going to tell you that Jesus did something cool, right? He will probably say that Jesus did something magic. I bet it was something cool, and the whole message is love, all right? So we don't need to do that. That one's gone. That one's gone. And then there was something else, and I said, look, I got your timetable. Now, we can do this at a leisurely pace with breaks and you stopping and starting and going off and doing things, as I know you like to do because your mother's told me. And that means we'd finish at about 3:30, 4.
Oh.
Or if we knuckle down, I've looked at this, we can get this done by 12 o'clock. What do you fancy? He went, well, 12 o'clock, please. All right, right. Sit down, boy. Let's do it. And we did. And we powered through it. And on the thing it says each lesson should last between 30 and 40 minutes. So I set my timer for 35 minutes. When it got to 35 minutes, we stopped. We did it out of sequence. It didn't matter what audio. I said, right, what do you want to do next? French or, what was it? French or, science, I think. He said, well, let's do French first. Then it's out of the way because that's my least favourite. I went, all right, fine. We'll do it. And we were done by 12 o'clock. And it was great. And we did the work. You know, it wasn't like I'm sat there going, oh, French is lousy, man. I struggle with languages, as you know. He struggles, but we had a laugh struggling through it together. Although we had to do a word search, right, in French. It's all about... J'ai une sœur.
Sœur.
Yeah, oui. J'ai 3 oncles. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's not bad, actually. I didn't know that this morning, and now I know it. So I've learned something. So it's good. Merci. But then there was a word search. It was a really big grid, right? And it was all frère and sœur and père and grand-père and
All those
grand-mère
guys,
and
yeah.
oncle and...
Basically, tout le monde.
Cousin and cousine.
Cousin, yeah.
Cousin and cousine.
Mm-hmm.
And what is auntie? Auntie is like... no, don't tell me. Okay, she told me. You just can't resist it, you bumlick. I bet you were so annoying in school. But this word search was huge.
I didn't put my hand up in the end in French because people didn't like me.
No, I wonder why.
So they used to go around the whole class, and then the teacher used to say, "All right, Catherine, tell him." And sometimes I'd be dreading it because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And they'd love it if I was wrong.
So we did this word search, and he found it took him ages to find the first word, and it was diagonal, backwards. And I went, nah, we're not doing the word search. We'd spent 10 minutes. That was the first word we found. I went, nah. Diagonal, that's iffy. A backwards diagonal? No. This word search does not respect the rules and conventions of the word search. You don't give an 8-year-old. You don't give. Well, exactly. You don't give anyone a backwards diagonal in a word search. I went, nah, we're not doing this. We're moving on to the next one, son. Move on. Or as they say en français, move on. Let's go to Graham. Hey, Graham.
Hello.
Hey.
I heard you talking French. Wasn't there that Eddie Izzard thing about something in the songe if the monkey is in the tree or something like that?
Yes, he did a whole routine in French. Yes, I remember it. I don't remember it very well, but I remember it.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. He's fluent in several languages, and he has done 90-minute stand-up shows in France and Germany, I think.
Yes, I went to the one in Paris.
Entirely in French and German. And then didn't he do one in a third language that he had to learn specifically for that show? I'm sure there was a third language that he didn't know before.
Well, not only that, he did a marathon for every continent in the world or something.
He's done loads of marathons. He did one marathon a day for, I think, a month. That's 30 marathons. Hey, Graham, how do you know? How do you tell? My son, eldest, said, Daddy, how many days are there in April? Is it 30 or 31? And I've got a little trick I do, and I went, it's 30.
Yeah.
How do you know how do you work out how many days there are in a month?
I don't even bother. I don't even try to figure it out, no.
Really? Kath, do you have a little trick? Or I can't do the rhyme. Go on.
30 days of September, April, June and November. All the rest
of 28.
Yeah, that's that
June, yeah.
Yeah, except February, which is 29, something.
I can't remember. I can't remember. Here's my trick, right? I learnt this in a book for cubs as a kid, right? So you get your two palms of your hands, right? And you put them face down in front of you, okay? So you've got a thumb out to the left and a thumb out to the right. Ignore the thumbs. Listen to me. Do it, right?
You use your fingers?
Yes, I do. Use it, right? You start with Peter Pointer on the left finger. Right?
Yeah.
You ready? So January, then you go down to the gap between the two fingers, February. You go up to March, you go down to the gap, April. When you're touching the tips of the fingers, those months have 31. The ones in between the fingers have 30, obviously apart from February. So try it. January, February,
I'm
March,
looking at my
April,
fingernails.
May,
they're
June.
dirty.
Forget your fingernails. I'm educating you. July and August are the two.
He's thinking of the macro.
Hang on, July and August are the two little fingers touching each other. They've both got 31. Then you go down to September, 30. It works perfectly every single time. Go on, Kath. Go on. What were you going to say?
I'm not in with it. I don't understand.
Is your name Kath?
I know the rhyme. And although I don't know the end of the rhyme very well, it goes a bit 28.
Exactly.
But I know that it's February that's the awkward one.
Yeah.
I just feel that I deserve a little bit more credit.
That's great, but who was the renegade that taught you the finger thing?
Baden-Powell. I told you it was in a book for Scouts. Baden-Powell.
Gosh.
The Baden-Powell, the Scouts bloke.
Yes, the Scouts bloke.
He's a bit
don't know where he's
though, isn't he?
He's what?
He's a bit dodgy, I think.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a paedophile. That's what you're implying. He wasn't. I think he was a brave, thoughtful visionary. Actually,
Okay.
Unfortunately, my scoutmasters were paedophiles. That's a true story. Baden Powell wasn't. I don't think. I get very uncomfortable with this whole. What did you just drop?
Cat just jumped off my paint box and tipped it over, and I had to catch her and the box.
You don't have to catch her. You don't have to catch her.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, go on, Graham. What did you call in for?
Well, you didn't seem to have any topics, so I thought I'd phone in for... Well, there's a friend of mine that listens to you, and is going to be listening to me now.
Oh.
And so I'm phoning kind of for him in a way.
Why don't you phone him up?
Well, we've been talking online on Twitter DMs.
It's not phoning though, is it?
No, he can actually hear me now, and he'll be appalled. He'll be terrified.
Because he hates
That's what we want for our friends, isn't it?
Not because he hates me, no, Ian. No.
Then why is he terrified?
Well, because it's going to be extremely awkward, surely, like him hearing my voice.
What am I missing? Why would it be awkward, him hearing your voice?
Well, because he rarely hears it, but I don't know. It's an interesting question.
Isn't it? Isn't it just? I'm full of them.
Yeah.
I want to find a way, Graham.
Yeah.
I've written it down, and I don't know how we do it, right?
Right.
Of playing Pac-Man, where one of the listeners is Pac-Man,
Yeah.
and another listener and me and Katherine are ghosts.
All right.
Can you name the ghosts of Pac-Man, by the way?
I'll be a strawberry. Yeah, one of them was called, was it Mimi or something?
No, there was something like they rhymed.
There was a pink one, an orange one, a red
ask for the
one,
colours.
and I don't think there was a green one, was there?
We didn't ask for the colours. I think there's Inky, Pinky. I'm going to say Blinky.
Yes.
Yes.
And Stinky.
I don't think Stinky.
And there was one called, and the last one was called Clyde.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go on, Kath, you got it in front of you. What have they called?
Shadow, Blinky, Speedy, Pinky, Bashful, Inky, and Pokey, Clyde. They are red, pink.
That's too many. That's
wrong.
Many.
No.
That's not Pac-Man. That's not from Classic Pac-Man.
No, listen, please.
No.
Listen, please.
I asked for Classic Pac-Man. They're from Ms. Pac-Man.
No.
You got the total from all of the games. It's not what we're talking about.
No, I haven't.
Kath.
I haven't.
There was
I haven't.
about
They had
6 there.
Boys, shush. They had alternate names.
I didn't.
There's only 4 in the game.
I know, they had alternate names. If you listen
They
to
didn't.
me when I'm speaking,
They
I
didn't.
gave you
Well,
8 names because there were 4.
They were wrong.
Well, Wikipedia needs amending them.
They are not the names of... Give us the proper names, the Inky, Blinky, Winky ones. Hello? Katherine?
Why don't you ask someone with a penis? They always know better.
I've asked Graham and he didn't know. Right, Graham, thank you for your
That's what I was
call.
wrong.
Thank you, Graham. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Did we do the break?
No, we didn't.
Do it.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Don't forget you can listen to us on DAB. You can download any radio playing app, or you can go to the Talk Radio website, or during lockdown you can watch me live from my, living room. If you go to youtube.com/Iain Lee, and hopefully the last couple of shows will also be up. So if you want to go back and watch, not particularly visually exciting experience, but you might get a little something out of it. Let's go to Wayne. Good evening, Wayne.
Good evening. Hello, my radio family.
Oh, God.
Can I have a question for Katherine, please?
You want me to give you a question to ask Katherine?
Can I ask Katherine a question, please?
Oh, sorry, that's not what you said the first time. Sure, away you go.
Oh, I'm glad you asked permission of the man. Go on.
Well, you're the intelligent one, so we're doing rhymes. I'm a Saturday child. What's the rhyme for the... there's a saying for children, what's born
Saturday's
on a...
child is a
Monday's
bit of a
child.
tit.
Sorry. Wow.
Monday's child is full of woe. Tuesday's child... No, fair of face, that's it. Okay, so it goes. Monday's child is fair of face.
Are you reading it?
I'm remembering it.
No, you're not. You're remembering it after having typewriter tippy top. That's what you've done.
Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is loving and giving. Thursday's child works hard for a living. Friday's child is full of woe. Saturday's child has far to go. But the one who's born on the Sabbath day is something and good and gay.
Wow.
So you're gay, Wayne?
I'm born on a Saturday, Ian. You will.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
Nothing wrong with being... Hey, Wayne, what's wrong with... Wayne, what's wrong with being gay, mate? You're homophobe.
I'm not homophobe. My son's gay.
You said you would never be gay.
I did not say that.
You said I was born on a Saturday, so I could never be gay. What's wrong with being gay?
Oh, don't start, Ian. Please.
What is wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it.
That's all we needed.
No, there's nothing wrong with gay. One of the best communities in the world.
I did it wrong.
One of the best.
Yeah.
The best.
The best.
What are the other good ones? Or the good communities?
I don't think there is any. I really don't.
No, so just the gays and the straights.
Yeah, that's it. I think, we've covered it, haven't we?
You've covered a gay?
No, can I just talk about the tuk-tuk?
The tuk-tuk?
Tuk-tuk.
He's the tuk-tuk man, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm the tuk-tuk man. I've had it outside for a couple of weeks with the nice weather, and it's attracted a lot of attention. And I've got my first booking for a wedding.
Mm-hmm. Have you got pom-poms on it? He is, yeah.
Well, this is what I was thinking. I've got to buy some props for it now. Cause if I do take this serious, because I've just found out, hire it out, it's about $4.50 a day.
Really? Whole day, though?
I had no intention about it like that. It's just for pleasure, but it's caught a lot of attention around here, and I've had a request for a funeral.
A funeral?
Yeah.
You can't get a coffin on it, right?
No, it has got a tow bar being fitted. It can pull. I can imagine it can.
God, would you dare?
No, well, no, I don't think I'd want to do.
Imagine if it came off.
Oh, that, yeah. Yes, and I was looking for props, and I thought, well, I'm not going to dismiss the funeral, but I'll see this Undertaker's jacket for sale. It was £15 or nearest offer, left shoulder slightly warm, so I didn't bother with that.
Is he still going on?
Someone's asked him to do a funeral and his tuk-tuk is thinking about trailer.
It's a funeral for this show.
No.
Anyway, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm glad you're in demand.
Oh, can you two do Mr. and Mrs. one day? See how well you know each other.
Oh, for God's sakes, Wayne, thank you so much. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number.
Mrs.
Giving it to each other. Not a chance, Katherine. Don't even think about it. Let's go to Steve.
Hi there, Ian.
Steve, are you on speakerphone?
Yes.
Don't be.
Oh, right, okay. Hang on.
I'm so good at this.
Excellent.
Hello there.
Hello, mate. What you got?
Well, firstly, I'd like to apologise for the medley of tunes that I played yesterday. I wasn't trying to get you into trouble, but I realised why you cut me off. It was more to sort of take the mick out of the guy that was a right idiot that you had the argument with about it earlier on.
Okay, Steve. Okay.
I've got another...
Hovering. Okay, Stephen.
I'm kind of watching you on YouTube at the same time. I've got to look away because it's kind of putting.
There's a delay.
There's a delay. Yeah. I agree with what you were saying about it is very disconcerting, this COVID, and it is a bit shit. Like just within every day's the same, Mark. You know what I mean? And
I don't mind the routine and every day being the same. I don't mind that because that's kind of what my life is. It's just dawning on me that the people that we look up to lead us don't have a clue. No one has a clue, and we certainly don't have any way of defeating this. And I think we're going to be in this for a couple of years. I always thought, how did the people in the war survive? What was the war? 39 to 45, something like that. How did they survive for so long? getting through it. That must have been so tedious. And it just dawned on me today, I think this is going to go on for a couple of years at least. I think this is going to be, we're going to have, it's not just going to go away. The vaccine, they're testing vaccines now, but first of all, it's the first test. We don't know if it's any good, and it's going to take a long time for that to come out. We're going to be stuck in this for years. Not the lockdown. The lockdown will be eased, but just social distancing. It just dawned on me today that it really is lousy. It really is a lousy time to be alive. It will pass. We'll get through it, but a lot of us will get through it. Some of us sadly won't. But it really sucks. It really, really sucks, and I feel sorry for my babies.
Yeah, it is. It's bad news. I'm self-employed, and I do music workshops with people with learning difficulties and in care homes with people with dementia, and so obviously, vulnerable people and that, you know what I mean. It's all off, so I'm just smoking loads of fags, playing on the PlayStation, and
there you go, man.
Yep, listening to your show, which is great,
What
I mean?
are you playing on the PlayStation at the moment, Stephen?
Oh, I'm a bit of a FIFA 20 addict, but I am absolutely terrible at it. I'm rubbish. I've been playing it for years, but 19, 18, 17, and further back. I've always been rubbish, and I never improve.
I like a little bit.
Very
I play
frustrating
FIFA for
experience.
ages. I like FIFA, but I can't score goals, which is a real downside when it comes to playing a football game. I'm good at tackling, I'm good at running with the ball. It's just that shooting I can't get anywhere with.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've got the sort of I'm like a run up the side and cross it in, but the heading never comes quite off. I always sort of head it towards the floor or way over the bar.
There you go. Did we get to the point of your call, Steve?
Well, I thought I'd give you another song, but with no controversial.
Okay, away you go.
Controversial element tonight. And sorry again about that.
David Cameron did it with a pig's head. Right, cut him off. It's kind of what I'm expecting from you, Steve. But away you go.
I'm just going to give you a bit of a start.
Where's he gone?
I think he shrunk.
Can you hear that?
No.
Shall I put you on speakerphone like it was on?
Go on then. Yeah. Oh, I see. My fault. Is it okay?
Here we go.
Why is everyone phoning up and singing to us recently, Catherine? What's that about?
You've asked for it somehow.
I haven't.
I think you have.
Here's a bit of an uplifting one for everybody.
I hate it. I bet it's not. If this is Don't Worry, Be Happy.
No, it's not.
Don't worry.
It's my favourite Bob Marley. I love Marley. Yeah, man.
'Cause every little thing
I'm going to roll a fat one up.
gonna be alright.
You are not.
I am.
Singing
I was going to smoke it.
about a thing.
The Will Smith difference.
Rastafari.
Every little thing gonna be alright. Woke up this morning, eyes on the rising sun.
No.
Wow. Wowzers.
Singing sweet.
Why is it's an interesting thing, isn't it? 'Cause we haven't asked for it. People are phoning up and singing a lot.
Pardon?
Nothing, Steve. Carry on. It's sounding good, mate.
Don't worry.
Okay. Do you know what I mean, though, Kath?
I think it's some people's way of expressing themselves. If they can't find the words, it's through the medium of music.
Every little thing gonna be alright. And McCartney was on this one. One love.
All right, cut him off.
Mega mix.
It's boring. Let's go to Rachel. Thank you, Steve. Let's go to Rachel. Good evening, Rachel.
Hi, Iain and Kath. I just be speaking to a friend. We've been watching you on your YouTube channel. We want to know what's on Ian's T-shirt.
Oh, it's a T-shirt I wear quite a lot because I've got a lot of T-shirts, but I don't really rotate them enough. So I'll wear the same T-shirts, then I wash them, But what I should do, Rachel, is I should then, when I put them back in the drawer, I should put them at the bottom of the drawer, and the ones that are at the bottom should go on the top. So I don't rotate them. So it's Bruce Lee. He's a Bruce Lee ripoff, and it's a movie called Enter the Panther, a savage pounce of power.
You want to stand up and let your people see it?
Certainly. Yeah, sure. Here we go. I'll start. So it's a couple of minutes delay. So I'm going to stand up.
It's a trick. They want to see your groin.
There you go. Is that great? So you'll see that in a second, and I hope that helps, Rachel.
Thanks. Yeah, I was just like I said, discussing with friends who want to know what's on your T-shirt. So,
I bet you do. I bet you do. You're in lockdown and you're in Horndown. Right? I'll put on a show for you, baby. I'll put on a show for you in Horndown. So what do you mean you're that desperate? I'll put on a show for you. I want $1. Give me $1 now. There's the show. There's the show coming up on YouTube now. There you go. There you go. There it is. There we go.
Oh my God! I've just seen it. Flipping it. No.
Okay, you enjoy that?
No. Yes. Oh no, you're going too far. Oh no.
Thank you, Rachel. Goodbye. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome. Tomorrow we have Angelos Epithemiou coming on at the start of the show, which will be fun. And then after that, we will take calls straight to air, as we are doing every Friday during lockdown at the moment. So that should be a whole lot of fun. I am so tired, Katherine. Beyond as tired as I should be.
Well, you were up at 7, weren't you?
I woke at 7. I was up at 8, and then I did get a couple of hours sleep in the afternoon. So I should be okay. I am probably in the next couple of weeks going to take a couple of nights off. I think just have a little recharge, because this is. Listen, this ain't the toughest job in the world. I get it. We're not, nurses or doctors or porters or bus drivers. Okay, I get it. But if you've heard the last week of shows, it has been mentally draining. In that there's been a lot of very nice but unwell people out there. We've had a clutch of calls from people that I would suggest are actually very seriously. I couldn't begin to diagnose them, as I have no formal training, but it's more than, just, in inverted commas, anxiety or depression. I mean, it's schizophrenia, bipolar, paranoids, whatever they may be. We've had some very, very lovely, very nice, but obviously very damaged people on, and we're both fine. I think we're both fine. We have a little debrief after the show where we talk about stuff, and we might talk about it the next day as well. But as far as I know, we're both fine, and I certainly haven't been harbouring any grudges or resentments to anybody. But it's tiring, isn't it?
Yeah, and honestly, you saying you want to take some time off, I'm wondering whether I want to do it without you. But I need to, I think.
Well, have a little think. You can.
It's a relentless kind of time, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, there was ways we could do it. I take a couple of days off and you do it. Then you take a couple of days off and I do it. There's that. Or we take the same, or you just work through it and you take, or we take a couple of days off and let Howard do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not really
Maybe
that.
Let's have a think when we get closer to it.
Let's have a little
how I
look.
feel. Because it does vary from day to day. It's the strangest thing. There seems to be sort of like a little cluster effect going on. We'll have some hilarious shows and everyone's a hoot and a holler and it's great. And then it gets quite heavy. So let's just see.
Yeah. And then it's really unpredictable at the moment, more so than usual, in that we're not really getting many phone calls tonight, which is fine. These are the shows that actually I would suggest we're getting paid for all of them at the moment, but we're not getting very many phone calls at the moment, and you kind of have to think everything is just so nuts at the moment. Everything is just so crazy and weird, and nothing is predictable. Everything is up in the air, and no one knows what's going on. That's the one factor. No one knows what's going on. I mean, I've got friends who may phone up tonight, actually. A friend who may phone up tonight. But I won't mention his name in case he doesn't want to. Who messaged me to say, I'm furious. I'm really angry today about people breaking the lockdown and the talks of the lockdown being loosened. And he's a very placid, nice, intelligent guy. And I say intelligent because I think that is what is fueling the anger, because he can work out, as intelligent people can do, that he's in the lockdown. That nothing has changed around the coronavirus. We're not easing the lockdown because it's safer out there. That's not what it is. The lockdown would be eased to finance the country. And he's furious. So many different moods and swings and ups and downs, and I'm all right. I'm perfectly fine. I'm just tired, man. I'm just really, really tired. And then you think, well, what would I do if I took this? I took 3 nights off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, so I had a longer weekend. Well, what would I do? I mean, probably go to bed a bit earlier. The days would be the same. I just wouldn't be sat in my office for 3 hours at the end of the day, and I wouldn't get paid. I don't know. It's a strange old thing, isn't it? Gosh, look, we're getting spammed on the YouTube by
isn't that funny?
some people. Yeah, it's funny. It's really funny. Strange old world, isn't it?
That's
and Claire
fun,
Claire says, call me a soppy old thing. I have a big urge to give everyone a virtual cuddle. That's the thing I'm missing is I'm getting loads of hugs off my boys. I've got my youngest boy in bed upstairs. And we're having a nice cuddle on the sofa today, watching the excellent Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie starring Johnny Depp. And but I miss hugging you. I miss seeing you. You know, we don't see each other over the weekend. We have a hug on a Monday. You know, I miss seeing my mates and giving them a hug.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I know. I haven't seen my mum without a wall or a window in between for 6 weeks.
Yeah. I was talking to my mum about today, saying that if they ease the lockdown a bit, I said maybe I'll pop round and I'll bring some sandwiches and I will sit out. She's got a door that leads out into the garden. And I said, keep that door shut and I will sit outside with some sandwiches and you can sit inside with your sandwiches and we'll have a phone and we'll have lunch together. And gosh, saying that out loud has actually made me feel quite sad. At the time when I was saying it, it filled me with joy. But actually, saying it out loud has made me think, God, this really is screwed up.
Yeah,
isn't it? It really is.
That's exactly the same reaction I had when I'm sewing masks. I'm thinking, I'm doing something really good, and then I went, oh my God, what you're doing is really weird. This isn't right. I'm making children's masks.
Isn't it funny though? The humans are great at adapting to things, because if you had said in we're recording this October, November, if you'd said to us in say September, at the end of April you won't have seen your parents, you won't have physical contact with your parents for nearly 2 months, you'll be making masks for children, Katherine, to make it slightly easier, to make them slightly safer against an invisible disease that's killing everybody. And it would blow your mind. If you were thrust into that immediately, from normality to that, it would blow your mind. But doing it kind of gradually, I don't know. It's just a weird old, it's a weird old time. Let's go to Dean. Good evening, Dean.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Gus. I haven't spoken in a while.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Keeping myself occupied. I'm doing lots of... I started doing lots of sketches to do painting again and that, you know.
Speak to Boyley. Boyley's been doing the painting.
Painting up, you know. So that's what I've been doing. I've been losing myself into that, which has been really good, actually, because I've done it for many years. And, and I heard from 2 grandchildren.
Hey, come on, mate! How did this happen?
Which was quite emotional at the time. But my granddaughter, they're living in Cardiff now. moved to Cardiff, and she's texting me, and she's going to WhatsApp me the weekend. Now they're all settled, and then my other daughter in Edinburgh, the granddaughter, sorry, and my daughter in Edinburgh, sent me a message and then my granddaughter WhatsApped me, which I haven't seen in ages and ages.
Well, how come that's happened? Because I remember you telling us that you couldn't get any contact with them.
I really don't know. I'm just overjoyed it's happened.
Beautiful.
And then my son in Germany, my grandson Liam, texts me as well. So I don't know whether they're all suddenly feeling, that they've got to contact me,
Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter what the process was.
I was so overjoyed. And,
yeah. Oh, that's brilliant, Dean. I'm thrilled for you.
Work,
Yeah, I'm really thrilled for you.
I'm really happy now, and I'm in a good place.
Good. That's great, man. What turnaround from the last month?
I haven't called you in a while because I hadn't really had much to say, And
well, then you come burdened with news. This is great news, man.
Yeah, and I thought it's all happened over the last week, and I just sort of think, first of all, I thought, was it real or was it in my head? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's definitely real.
I know.
And I just want to thank you guys for helping me as much as you have, and putting me in the right place, really.
Well, mate, we did very little. We did very little. I forgot you were deaf.
I know I'm going to be in lockdown for a long time.
Yeah.
And until basically, I was talking to my today. They call me every week, and he was saying that until there's an injection, basically, I'm in lockdown.
Yeah.
Because I daren't go out and catch it. Which is fine because of my medical condition,
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy that I've got to look to new things. Don't cry me down for this, but I was on the internet and I found this game, the Sims 4.
Oh my God!
And
really?
I started playing that. I'm sorry, I'm sad.
It's Kath's kid's favourite game.
And I tell you what, I got into it. I'm building, I'm constructing buildings and all sorts of stuff,
Good.
Which is another outlet, I suppose, and that's what I got to look for.
Good.
Right. And I don't know what other games. I'm not a games person, really. I don't play games on the internet or anything, But I saw Sims 4 and I thought, oh, that looks good. In construction, that sort of stuff,
Dean, listen, we have to move on. Thank you. There's that and there's Animal Crossing, neither of which I really appeal to me, but it's games where you live in a normal world and you do sometimes quite mundane chores, and they've really, Animal Crossing in particular, really is the hit of lockdown because it's offering an alternate normality that is missing
where
at the
the
moment.
only thing to worry about is how many fish you catch or how many bells you can obtain and how many things you've got to do before you get the bigger house, and it's just it's like playing Barbies, but
pay that goddamn raccoon off. 0344 499 1000. We got June, we got Chris, we got Nathan, we got Vicky. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you can listen on DAB, any radio app on your phone, or go online, or you can watch. You can join. There's 300 people in there right now. And it's a nice friendly chat. Got some excellent mods. In fact, Jamie, I'm going to make you a mod. Any shenanigans, people are out. Nice friendly chat. YouTube.com/Iain Lee. And it also means you can listen to shows. We put the podcast out, but you can listen to old shows in their entirety on the Talk Radio website, or the last couple of days you've been able to watch on the YouTube channel as well, wherever works best for you. Let's go to June. Good evening, June.
Good evening, Iain. Hello, Katherine. How are you, love?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'd like to ask Katherine for just one question quickly. What are you making your masks out of?
Right. I have found online a pattern that was for cloth masks that was, I think it's probably American, but it seems to be the one a lot of people are copying. It's the one with the sort of 4 pleats in it. It's got a little pocket inside it so you can put an extra bit of a filter in there if you want to. And I went online and bought some sort of cotton fabric.
Just plain cotton?
Yeah, just any sort of fabric you can find. Something is better than nothing, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, because I'm just going on Monday, I'll be going into the 3rd week of having my grandchildren living with me.
Oh, right.
Because my granddaughter's father, who is my daughter's partner, is now been taken off furlough and gone back to driving buses.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now, I mean, he is being provided with masks, etc., but my daughter isn't.
No. All right, well, tell you what I'll do. I'll put the pattern I'm using, I'll put the link to it on Twitter in a second, and then it's really easy. There's a fiddly bit where you've got to get the elastic in from the inside and make sure that you catch it as you sew down the side. But, I'm not brilliant on a sewing machine, but I can manage it. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Well,
whoever
I
will
won't
be fine.
But somebody will.
Yeah.
Somebody will. And another thing...
Well, if you want, I'll make you one.
Oh, bless your socks.
Tell me what you want, whether it's for grown-ups or children, and I will make you some.
It's for a grown-up.
All right, I'll make you one. Would you prefer... I've got different... what fabric have I got? I've got some with foxes on, with, like, glasses and moustaches and stuff. I've got some with sort of superhero pow, bam, all that kind of, like, do you remember in Spider-Man? Spider-Man, Batman, that thing.
Batman,
Yeah, I've got those. What do you fancy? I think you're more foxy, aren't you?
Embarrassed herself there.
Well, it's not actually for me, it's for my daughter, but she is a little fox, yeah.
She's a fox. All right, well, leave your details with Amy and I'll send some to you.
And that'll be £50, June. That'll be £50, and you've agreed...
Okay, it'll be worth it.
You've agreed to it, so you have to buy it now. You can't back out of it. That would be...
it'll be worth
caveat emptor. Caveat emptor. Yes.
Ian, be quiet.
Hello? Sorry.
Your Baden-Powell finger thing.
Steady. That doesn't sound right.
Took me back... No, you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Checking, yes. Took me back about 55 years.
Okay, to when you were in your 30s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how I learnt it. And then as we went to school and things got a bit older, I learnt the one that Kath knows. But it really brought back memories.
The rhyme never stuck with me, but yeah, that the fingers, the pointy finger thing, it worked. June, thank you for that, and stay on the line, Amy. If you can get June's details, Kath will send you a sanity mask. I like June. I like June a lot. You got Amy's got 03444 99 1000. Of course, I just went to grab the mouse when that's not the computer I'm using. Let's go to Chris. Good evening, Chris.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Very well, Chris. What have you got for us tonight?
I'm all right, mate. I'm a bit down in the dumps. I'm a big fan of your show, by the way. I'm a bit down in the dumps because of...
What's going on? Why are you down? Just lockdown blues or anything else?
Yeah, I've obviously lost my job, and it's just disappointing at the moment, mate.
It is, and there's no way of saying, hey. It will be all right at some point, but right now it's very disappointing. It's a great way of describing it.
I absolutely agree with you there, mate. And I think if we had a party like Patriotic Alternative involved, then I wouldn't have lost my job.
If we had, okay, yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
I'm not sure. Are you aware of Patriotic Alternative at all?
Patriotic Alternative.
Yeah. I've been researching them on YouTube and Google.
YouTube.
Okay. So if you want to research them, Peter. And I think
Well, why don't you tell me what a patriotical...
Oh, right. They believe that we're native British people are going to be a minority by 2066. It's
yeah,
that
that's
thing.
Absolutely correct. I'm so happy.
Well, no, it's not. It's.
Oh, hang on, Chris. How do you think a white supremacist organisation would have kept you in work?
What makes them white supremacists?
Okay, how do you think this patriotical nonsense would have kept you in work?
You know, obviously you had this virus in another country as far as China, and we were already aware of it. So why would you not close the borders? Would that not be the sensible option to do?
Well, but you would want the borders closed all the time.
No, well, what we want is a super majority British country, because at the moment
we want a super what?
We want a majority British country.
What do you mean by British?
Well, people that are the indigenous British people. What
do you mean indigenous? What do you mean? No, I'm confused. What do you mean indigenous? Who are indigenous British people?
Well, the ancestors that built this land, like
from Sweden and Germany and
what
Denmark.
We don't want is hundreds of thousands of Africans and
there we go.
Not being imported.
So it's white people.
No, we're not talking about white people. We're talking about the indigenous British people.
Would I be classified as indigenous because my great-grandparents were Irish?
Yeah, that's their fine because we're European.
They're because they're white. Yeah, I get you.
Well, no, it's not because they're white. You're just saying because they're white, not me.
Well, you tell me why that's different from someone who's fourth-generation African.
But do you agree that we're with the fact that we're importing hundreds of thousands of Africans per year?
No, we're not importing.
I can tell you something. The immigrants are holding up the NHS at the moment. Is that a problem?
What was that, sorry?
The immigrants are holding up the NHS at the moment.
But no, they have 25% in the NHS, so what about the other 25% that are British?
Okay, can you do with 70... If that's true, and I don't know whether your figures are right, can you do with only 3/4... Can you do with 1/4 less people?
I'm not saying that...
No, so you don't mind those people. Which ones do you mind?
I just want to remain the supermajority in our own lands. I'm absolutely disgraced.
Ours. I don't think I'm part of your thing.
30,000 British people have applied for the fruit picking job. That's all been rejected and told to stay at home, and we're importing Romanians.
Where are you getting those stats from?
These are all stats that's reported online.
No, you're wrong. Yeah. Hang on. Let me tell you. No. Listen, let me tell you. You're wrong on those stats, because strangely enough, Chris, sometimes I hear little things and I follow them, and I've been following the fruit picking jobs, and there was something like there weren't 30,000 British that applied for the jobs. There were 30,000 British that expressed an interest in the jobs.
Yeah. So what was it?
Chris, can you let me finish? Chris, can you let me finish? Because I actually know it, and you don't, and I'm going to educate you. There were. I'm going to educate you because I know it, because I've bizarrely followed this story. Chris, can I finish? Chris, can I finish making the point? Chris, no, you're not, Chris. Chris, here's the thing. Chris, turn his fader down, Amy. Turn his fader down. My golly gosh, he's a fan of my show. Holy shit!
I don't believe he's ever heard this show.
No, Chris, I'll bring you back, but this is the problem. You've put forward one thing that's untrue, so I'm going to correct you, but you've already jumped onto another thing. Let's focus on one thing. Let's open his fader again. Right. 30,000 British people expressed an interest in the fruit picking jobs, right?
Okay.
Then, when all the information was sent out, the pay, the hours, the living arrangements, all of that, only something like 1,900 expressed a follow-up interest, okay? And then only about 90 actually applied for jobs. So it's not 30,000 were rejected, it's 30,000 inquired, and the majority of them decided they didn't want to do it for whatever reason. It's backbreaking work, picking fruit, Chris, I'm talking, mate. Have some manners. I'm an indigenous population. Have some manners for a fellow brother. Have some manners for a fellow brother. Come on, man. Have some manners, Chris. Have some manners. Let me finish. Turn his fader down. Why can't we have a conversation with the guy? Oh, obviously he's a thick racist, but
You know why we can't have a conversation with him.
because I'm destroying him with facts.
But
With facts.
the sad thing is, it doesn't go with his narrative, and so
No.
he's going to shrug it all
No,
off.
no, Kath, 30,000 British people were turned down for fruit-picking jobs. They weren't. They weren't. I may have got the numbers ever so slightly out, but I'm a lot closer than Chris is.
Tell you something. Chris talks about our job, our country. I'm not in that gang. I don't want to be in that gang. No thanks.
I don't want to be in the, Anyway, let's try again. Chris, would you like to have a conversation, or are you just going to ignore the facts? Why don't you address what I've just said about the fruit pickers?
You've rambled on. You've said your piece. Can I?
Why don't you address what I've just said about the fruit pickers?
I am addressing the fruit pickers. We
Go on.
have. So we're talking about the fruit pickers.
Address what I just said about the fruit pickers, where I completely corrected you. Address that.
How could you correct me? Can you please show me evidence? Can you point me?
Goodbye, Chris. Chris, it's not my job. It's not my job. It's not my job. It's facts. It's facts. It's
Have a
facts.
look on
It's not
YouTube. You'll find
facts.
something that backs it up.
Chris, it's not facts that come from an EDL YouTube feed. It's not facts that come from a Tommy Robinson self-congratulatory toss. These are actual facts, okay, that I have just given you. If you're unable to respond in a mature way to facts, then Chris, I don't want you listening to my show. Chris, I ban you. I ban you and all of your thick little friends from listening to my show. Okay, Chris? Let's have his fader up. I just want to hear what he has to say to that. I ban you.
Send me the source of your facts.
I ban you. I don't need to. I ban you.
You need to ban me because you are getting proved wrong. Show me the source of your facts and I will show you the source of my facts. We have thousands of...
Bye, Chris. Goodbye, Chris. Cut him off. Cut him off. Chris, Chris, I don't belong in your country, okay? You don't belong in my country. You shame my country. We have had so many Asian and European and Southern American, so many people from different countries with different colours, different foods, different accents, die trying to save your nan. Trying to save my mum. We've had over nearly 200, right? People in the NHS have died, and a significant number of them you would want kicked out of this country, and they have died saving your kids, saving your nan. Heaven forbid, saving you, Chris. So no. I don't want to be in your country, and I certainly don't want you in my country. So go back to your rock, go back to your other little radio shows that you may have found that support your tiny little dicked arguments that make you feel powerful, and never, ever listen to this show again, because this show is about unity, it's about love, it's about peace, and it's about helping each other through one of the worst moments in history in the last 100 years. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Kath's choice.
I was trying to explain Sunita to my kids today, so she was in my head.
Gosh, can you explain her? I've seen Anita's
Anita?
Fanny. So I've seen Sunita's Fanny.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Explain.
I went to see Hair the Musical, and she was in it.
Okay. All right, good.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, well.
Facts. I hate facts. Bizarrely, I had been following that farmer's, the fruit picker's story. I heard it on Radio 4 a few weeks ago, and it just struck me as vaguely interesting. So if it popped up on my timeline, or I was in the car and it got mentioned, I'd turn it up or I'd look at it. You know, just sometimes weird things.
I find it fascinating, all that stuff.
Yeah, it just grabbed my attention.
They're taking our jobs. Well, I know someone in my family worked in the hotel industry, and she said whenever we advertise for jobs, it's always people from Eastern Europe that come, and the Brits that come aren't serious about it. So it's not like people are taking jobs. There are some jobs that Brits aren't interested in.
Flown over, I think, 2 aeroplanes full of Romanians, specifically to pick the fruit. So if you hear that, you could think, hey, now we need someone to pick the fruit because the whole farms are going to be mouldy and stuff. But the story is really simple. These are the facts. This is in the Telegraph, right? And I got the numbers slightly wrong. It's even worse than I'd said. Efforts to recruit British fruit and veg pickers have been dealt a blow. As it emerged, only 112 people out of 50,000 applications have taken up roles. Remember that caller said that 30,000 British people had been turned down for jobs picking fruit and it had been given to foreign workers. Okay? No.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands who responded to the government's appeal for a new land army have dropped out as they discovered the reality of the 8-hour-a-day job picking crops in all weathers, potentially miles from home. From the 50,000 applications expressing interest to the Alliance of Ethical Labour Providers, one of the main contract suppliers to farms, just 6,000, so from 50,000, just 6,000 opted to complete the video interview for a role. 900 explicitly rejected the roles the Alliance offered, with just 112 taking up the offer. So from 50,000 people expressing an interest, 112 decided to accept the jobs. And I tell you why. People think, picking fruit, how romantic. No.
It's hard.
It does. It's 8 hours. You get cut to pieces. You do your back in. You don't get paid very much. And you either stay on site in not great digs, or you drive in. Well, the money that you're being paid, if you live more than a couple of miles away, you're going to spend it on petrol. It's facts. It's facts. And that is what, unfortunately, thick people and racists, and you would almost never, I'm not going to say never because there will be exceptions, you will almost never meet an intelligent racist. You'll meet an intelligent, there might be an intelligent person that rallies the racists, that stands on the podium in front of the racists, or even more cleverly does it slightly obliquely, so it's hard to pin it on them. But your average racist is not a bright person. And that caller was not a bright person. Because he was not, he said something that was provably untrue. He was given the facts and refused to back down from his untrue position. Okay, well, you can't argue with that. When someone is given facts and denies them, well, then that's the end of the argument. You can't go any further with that.
Exactly, because it's an example of we're all the heroes in our own stories, and to admit that he got that wrong and he was pushing something that was, if he was wrong, that was a really dodgy thing to say. So he couldn't be wrong, could he? Because he's in the right.
Johnny B says, I think Iain turned into James O'Brien. No. I've always been on the side of right. And I've always been on the side of facts. And this show is based on love, man. I know it's an old-fashioned hippie concept, but we need to hold, if we're holding hands together, we need to hold on tighter, because there are people like that caller who want to split us up, right? And create even more division. And it's really easy to be divisive and it's really easy. But we've got to stand strong, man, and challenge people with facts. And then when if they're not going, I got a couple of people tweeted calling me out for not engaging with him. Well, there was no point. I gave him facts. He ignored them. Are you racist, Iain? Racist against the English? Shame on you. I mean,
who's writing?
Yeah. That's someone on Twitter. Yeah, I'm racist against it. I'm racist against the English. You got me. I hate those goddamn English. I hate the whites. I hate the white people. I hate the whites. And I hate the English. God, they're scumbags. And what I do is I'm not brave enough to do it yet, but when I'm at home, I black up. And I'm not brave enough to go out and do it yet, but one day I will, because I'm ashamed to be white.
You got someone on YouTube. Who did these jobs in the 70s and 80s? It's a fallacy to say Britons won't do these jobs. They won't do the jobs based on the current remuneration or fringe benefits offered. Yeah, so they won't do them. Why are you trying to wriggle away from that?
Okay. Sacrifice your kids at the altar of multiculturalism. Just anything. Listen, the YouTube
My kids
channel,
are multicultural. They're at least part Irish.
my kids are multicultural. They're part Greek. My nephews and nieces are part Chinese. I love it. I love it. So listen, on the YouTube channel, let's keep it light. Let's keep it friendly. I've got some of the best mods in the business in their mods. If there's anything that's even a hint like that, just get rid of them. I don't want them in the YouTube channel. They're welcome to phone up. I'd rather they didn't. They won't. But, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. But please don't call if you're white. I don't want to speak to any whites tonight.
But how white, though? Because I'm not sure I qualify as proper white.
You're too white. I'm too white. I don't want any whites phoning in. Let's go to Vicky. Good evening, Vicky.
Hello. I don't know how I can... How can I compete with that last one? Oh.
Yeah. They're all out there.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be a nice call.
A nice
I'll
white.
do you
Okay.
up.
What can we do for you, Vicky?
Well, I've been on the programme before, but not on yours, and I listen to you most nights. And I think you're both lovely. And the way you deal with things is fantastic. Especially that one.
Thank you very much.
I'm an artist, and I often listen to James and Ash, and I've sort of challenged them for me to give them an art lesson. I'm a teacher as well. Okay. And I wonder, because I know Karen paints, so I wonder whether you two would like to join in this challenge of mine, and maybe we could auction your pictures off for charity.
But what is the challenge?
I've
to
been
paint a
doing
picture?
it. You choose a charity.
Okay. I'll just write a check. I'll write a check to the charity. I'll write a check. I'll give them 50 quid.
And it's so therapeutic. So I just wondered if you two would be interested in doing it as well, and then I could get all of you on board and do a...
I cannot paint.
Everyone can paint.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
Thousands of people, I promise you. It's my challenge for you. It's free.
Okay.
It's a free art lesson.
Thank you. I cannot paint, and I
don't know that.
I do know that. I'm 47 and I've painted, and I can't. And I get no pleasure from painting, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Really?
So, yeah.
It's a bit of paper, though, at the end of the day.
Well, we all have different things that turn us off. And painting is the one for me. So I'm out, but thank you.
My husband, because he can't stand painting.
Now we're getting somewhere. This is not about painting. This is not about charity. This is about the breakdown in your marriage. What the hell is going on, Vicky? What's going on at home? What's going on? What's going on at home? My challenge to you is, tell me what's going on at home.
Everything's fine, thank you.
Oh, really? I don't believe he doesn't like the thing that brings you so much pleasure.
Oh, no, he loves my paintings. He just won't paint. And I know I've got one picture that I made him do when I first met him.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's really good. So I've always tried to encourage him, but
you don't fancy it. Yeah. No. Well, in that case, I am very, very much like your husband.
One.
I'm not interested.
Oh, okay.
But congratulations. But well done, and you keep on doing what you're doing. And if people want to come,
650 quid last week.
That's brilliant, fantastic. Where can people come and see the stuff?
Well, I've got a teaching business that isn't doing anything at the moment.
Yeah, but the stuff that's being auctioned.
The stuff that's been auctioned, it's going to be on Kent's NHS Trust. I'm just putting it on there soon. And I've given them all local originals. And last week I did it on my own and just did it locally. And that's where I got the 650 quid from. And then now I want to do it a little bit bigger. So I thought, if I could get some people on board.
Okay, well, I'm sure you will.
A bit bigger.
I'm sure you will. Those people will not be us. Why don't you give Dan Wootton a call? I'm sure that's the kind of thing he'd be up for.
I only listen in the evenings when I paint.
Turn on a bit earlier and listen to Dan Wootton. because I know that he is a closet painter. And that he's quite artistic. So if Dan Wootton's a bigger name than me. He spoke to the Prime Minister tonight, for God's sakes. So get Wootton to do it. Yeah, give Dan Wootton a listen in the afternoon and give him a call.
I will. I'll do that.
All right. Good luck, Vicky.
Thank you very much.
Ta-ra. Bye-bye. 03444991000 is the telephone number. Did we? I'm so confused. We didn't do the break, did we, Amy?
No, we didn't.
I'm right! This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 4991000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call. Let's go to Nathan. Good evening, Nathan. Let's get Barry up next, please, Amy, if you don't mind. Yes, Nathan.
How's it going, Ian? How's it going? I really miss the Star Trek. You know, like the sonar Star Trek background you had.
Do you
remember that?
No.
Oh, you used to play it. It used to be like a really soothing nighttime sound to hear. But I thought that was a real cool effect for the show. I
don't know what you're talking about. I've never done.
Maybe
it doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't ring a bell.
It might have been like an After Effect, and you people say, yeah, it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, I think it may be a glitch with the transmitters or something.
Yeah. It's quite funny. I had not the last caller, the caller before, and I actually am a white racist, which is quite.
Okay, so there's a dump.
Dumped it.
What's it? I don't understand what you're trying to say, Nathan.
You're a white British guy, and you're celebrating having mixed race grandchildren. I mean,
no, he's not.
You like the idea of your people being wiped out?
Go away, Nathan. Go. I like the idea of you being wiped out. I like the idea of you being wiped out. You're not my people. You're not my people. I like the idea of you, racists, being wiped out. I wasn't celebrating having mixed-race grandchildren. I don't have grandchildren, but my kids are mixed. They're Greek and English and Scottish. My nieces and nephews are partly Chinese. I celebrate that. Of course I celebrate that because they're beautiful. And you know what? People like you deserve everything you get. You deserve to lose your jobs, not because of people of different ethnicities, but because horrible, nasty racists who would belittle the beautiful souls that live within my family and within the families of so many of my listeners. You don't deserve to work. You don't deserve happiness. You don't deserve love. You don't deserve anything. You're not the same as me. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. My kids are better than you. My niece and nephew are better than you. You're scum. You're scum. It's that simple. Don't ever phone my show again, Nathan, with your foul-mouthed language. Don't ever listen to my show again with your thick, stupid, warped mind. I don't want racists listening. I hate people like you. I hate you. I don't hate very many people. I hate you, Nathan. I hate you with a passion. I hate your arrogance. I hate your stupidity. I hate your horrible, disgusting outlook on this world. Go away. Never listen to my show again. Never call me. Don't even think about me. I don't even want to be inside your dark, horrible, foul mind. You're disgusting. Let's go to Raheem. Good evening, Raheem.
Hi, good evening. I'm feeling a lot of irony tonight, aren't I?
No, there's no irony.
Racist, huh?
Racists aren't ironic. They're thick.
Yeah, but you think they drive German cars, eat Turkish kebabs, eat Indian curries, use Swedish furniture, and yet they complain about foreigners, huh?
Wow, listen to you. You sound like a greetings card.
Yeah, huh. Anyway, fancy playing a game?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, let's play 20 questions. I've got to think of an object, and you've got 20 questions to try and get. All
right. Well, hang on a second. This is all getting a little bit too much for me. Let's bring in Barry. Good evening, Barry.
Hello there. Very much like a competition, Raheem.
Okay. Hello, Barry.
All right, Sam.
Hey, how you
I
doing?
won it last night. I did win it last night, so let's see if we can do it again. You know.
This guy
play me out
every time,
trumpet.
man.
There's just... What's that?
All right.
I said, you man, even when you used to do absolute, this guy used to crack me up.
Yes, man. He used to crack you up when I used to do Absolute. Okay.
Yeah.
I cracked you up. I cracked you up. I was the funny guy. Shut up, Barry. I was the funny guy.
He was a straight guy. Well, let's see if we can repeat that process.
All right. 20 questions. Do you know the rules, Barry, to 20 questions?
Do I just say yes or no? Is that correct?
That's one question. You got 19 left.
Yeah.
Is it butter? Colanders?
No.
Colanders and calendar. Hey, a colander would be, but with women holding the colanders over their breasts.
Particularly good when it shows Holy Week.
Right. Okay. So Raheem, away you go.
Yeah, go on. Ask the questions.
Do we have 20 questions each, making a total of 60 questions?
If you want. Technically, it's only supposed to be 20 altogether. But hey, you can if you want. If you want to play it that way.
Well, then we should go one at a time. Then we should have rounds. So I'll go first. Is it a person?
No.
Okay. Is it an object?
Yes.
Okay. Would I have it in my house?
Yes.
Okay. Would I have it in the kitchen?
Yes.
Is it a toaster?
No.
Is it a kettle?
No.
Is it a cooker?
No.
Is it made of metal?
Part of it, yeah.
Now we're getting to the nub, Katherine and Barry. Now there's a nub. I'm rubbing a nub. I'm nubbing right now. So that's 8 questions.
Yeah.
It's partly made of metal, and it would be in the kitchen.
Okay, can I step forward? I mean, it'll be 7 each, wouldn't it? Just
No, it's not. Well, no, it's not your go. Well, I'm doing this one. Then Katherine will do. Then Katherine will do one. Then you'll do one. Let me have. I happen to be very near my kitchen. Let me have a little look. It's partly made of metal.
Yeah. Shall I fill while you're looking?
No. He's doing this for effect.
I'll be honest. The way this is going, I don't think he's going to get it.
Shut your face.
I'm going to get it.
Shut up.
No one's going to get it while I'm here.
Jelly on the plate. Jelly on the plate.
Wibble wobble, jelly on the plate.
Hey.
Is it? Do you put things in it?
No.
Oh. Use the word implement, Ian.
No, I don't want to use the word implement.
Is it an implement?
Would I put it in a drawer?
If one breaks, you can replace it. You would put it in the drawer. Yeah, you replace the one in the drawer.
You put the replacement. Whoa! Hang on. Say that again. So this is question 10. I've asked, would you put it in a drawer?
You can, yes. To store it in the drawer, yeah.
So
take it out the drawer and replace it.
Oh, so I'd keep a spare one in the drawer?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so that's 10 questions. That wasn't a question, that's 10 questions.
Oh, goodness me.
This is a tough... Do you
You're
guys know what it is?
dragging on though, Barry.
What's that?
Do you guys know what it is?
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm no close. I thought dishwasher, but you don't put nothing.
Well, you wouldn't
Put that in a drawer, no.
So it's partly made of metal. Is it... Would you class it as a utensil?
No.
Do you know what utensil means? That's not a question.
Yes, I know what utensil means.
Okay. Is it a chopping board?
No. I'll give you a clue, actually, yeah?
Oh, yes. I like this.
Yes, please.
It's not only found in the kitchen.
Oh,
come on.
You absolute winker.
Hey, you asked me, would you find it in the kitchen? I said yes. So technically, you would find it in the kitchen.
All right.
There you go.
Shirty.
That should help you out a bit.
It doesn't.
I know where you'd also find it. I can guess where you'd also find
Raheem's
it.
Jaxie in a minute.
Yeah.
Is it a battery?
No.
Is it?
Is it nearly my turn?
No. Is it a screwdriver?
That's not a question.
No.
Is it a light bulb?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I got it right with 15.
Hold
15.
on, just a minute.
Sorry,
I
Barry.
didn't have a go.
No.
You whispered.
I think, because I heard Katherine whisper it, I think it's her win.
Yes, mate.
No, okay.
Ian,
Well, all right.
his
So,
questions.
Barry, everyone, just cool out, right? Barry, I know you're a
Cool
white
out.
supremacist. I know you're a white supremacist, and that's what you've called about. We will get to that point. We will get to
Cool
that.
out. How do you cool out? Cool down.
Cool
out, man. Cool out.
Everybody, just cool out, all right? Right,
Cool out,
we're going to do one item each. That was my go. I got it in 15. Katherine, it's your turn.
Excellent. All right.
I don't think the listeners would think that, but yes.
Raheem, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
That's one question. That's one question.
no.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's one question. Isn't it, Barry?
Of course it is.
One down.
Massive.
Who's asking the question? Is it? Because I thought it was Catherine's item now, is it?
Yeah, it's me.
Right, that's the second question. Raheem asked the question. You've had two questions already,
Questions
Kath.
don't count. Come on. Raheem.
Two questions. You've got 18 left.
Raheem, is it a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 questions you've done.
No, I haven't. Shut up. This is my first one.
That's one
Is it-
question.
Is it a household item?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it only found in one room?
Generally, yes.
Oh. Is it found in the bathroom?
No.
Kath, butt plugs. That's not what. That's not why. That's not why I think it is. I just remembered you've got mine. Could you send them back, please?
Oh dear, we do laugh, don't we?
Yeah.
Is it something everyone in a family would use, or just?
Yeah, I'd say everyone uses it.
Okay.
Okay. 4 questions you've had so far. I got it on question
5
15.
actually, but is it an electrical
No, that
item?
was 4 questions. That was question. This is question 5.
It is an electrical item.
Yep.
Question 5. Electrical item.
Is it a television?
Nope.
Question 6. On to number 7.
Is it something to do with entertainment?
Nope.
Okay. Like this radio show.
Is
like Barry's act.
Shush.
Like Angela Stefano.
Is it something used in the preparation of food?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Oh, blimey.
Potato.
Is it a microwave?
Correct.
Boom.
Whoa!
9.
9 questions. Barry, it's over to you, Big Baz.
Yeah.
All right, and we're off.
Here we go.
Is it something that's found in the kitchen, Ray?
No.
Come on. No?
No, I'm going to give you a hard one. No.
Oh, I'm going to give you a hard one, Barry.
Yeah. I know, I got there before you.
But okay.
Is it something that's found in the house, domestic?
Yep. Yep.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Is it edible?
No.
That's 3.
Is it found in the bedroom?
It's one of the places that we found, yes.
Ooh. Getting a little bit fruity here.
Is it found on the person of someone in the bedroom?
No.
Is it found
in
in
the person of someone in the bedroom?
I'll be you on that one.
No.
6 questions. 6 questions, and he hasn't got a clue.
Okay. Hold on. Is it something that everyone in the household might use?
Yes.
Is it bog roll?
Why would bog roll be in your bedroom?
Well, me and my Margaret can't get to the toilet, so we're going to be amazed.
Also, let's be honest, there are a lot of single men who keep bog roll by their beds.
There you go.
Absolutely. And a microwave in my wife's kitchen.
Oh, fair enough. I had a first-class fridge at one point.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Did we say it's in the bedroom as a...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is it a tease maid?
He won't know what a tease maid is. He's a kid.
Oh.
Kid, I'm 26.
Yeah, exactly. A baby.
You're a kid.
Raheem, do you know what a tease maid is?
No.
There you go, you see.
Oh, come... All right.
So we won't have that. Tease maid question doesn't count. That doesn't count. You're on.
Okay.
This is number 9.
Is it a trouser press?
Oh, for crying out loud. Is it suspenders to
harness?
hold up your socks?
Is it what, sorry?
Think of something modern, Barry.
Modern. Okay, modern in the bedroom. Modern in the bed. Is it some kind of hi-fi system?
No.
Do you know what a hi-fi system is?
Hi-fi, I don't even think anyone has those anymore.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I just use it as my Google speaker. I don't even bother with a hi-fi.
Do you know what is a hi-fi, Raheem?
You know those like radio systems. You've got CD, tape deck, and
I have a hi-fi.
I'm
It
looking
means
at
high
one.
fidelity. Yeah.
In fact, I thought it was quite cool, and I've had this for about 20 years. It's a mini hi-fi.
Mini hi-fi.
Yeah.
Yes, tiny. It's got
Nowadays,
a tape deck.
21st
It's got a
century, we need a
radio.
Google home speaker.
I've got that as well.
Okay, let me carry on, please.
Sorry, Barry. I forgot you were there. I thought you might have passed away.
Okay,
We're just talking about the mod cons.
Is it just a simple wardrobe system? A wardrobe system.
Who has a wardrobe system?
Too modern, Barry.
A wardrobe. Is it a wardrobe?
No.
A rug.
What are we on now?
This is number. That was number 11. Number 12.
Is that
this
what?
is a man who wants the game to finish very quickly.
Toy. A chair.
Chair.
A
Car. That's 14.
In the bedroom.
Piece of cheese.
Piece of cheese. 15.
I don't think
5
he
more to
cares
go.
anymore, Raheem. I think he's
Oh,
lost the
God.
will.
Raheem, give him a clue. Give him a clue.
You lie down on it.
Oh, Barry.
Is it a bed?
Close. It's on the bed.
So that's
You
16.
lie on it. Oh, it's a memory foam mattress.
Yeah, it's a mattress. There you go.
So modern.
Right. They were good.
And it's Katherine.
They were good. They were good practice rounds. Shall we play for real now?
Ah, shut up. I'm not playing this again.
Yeah, let's have 25 minutes of this.
Thank you, Raheem. Good night.
Thank you.
Oh, my word. How are you doing? I forgot your name. Barry.
Barry. Oh, very well, thank you. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm all right. I've been watching Question Time, which was miserable, so I thought I'd cheer you up. Unfortunately, I stumbled across the White Power Brigade, and it's brought me down a bit, so...
The WPB brought you down.
That lot, that funny bunch. So,
Well, Barry, the only way we can show them we are not cowed is, will you join me tomorrow in a black up?
Ooh. I've got a better idea.
Go on.
Let's have a sing along. Can you get the song "Young, Gifted, and Black" up?
oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, this will sound horrible because of the delay.
That'll really annoy him.
That's where it's at.
It totally is.
Okay.
It is a terrible delay just to mention it, because then here we go. And black.
Oh, what a lovely pleasure dream.
It sounds awful. It sounds awful.
Oh, well, anyway, up yours.
Don't speak to Barry like that. He's been calling me for years.
No, that's
Barry.
Yes.
Tomorrow evening, I got a bit carried away, and on Twitter, I mistakenly invited Angelos Epithemiou onto the show.
Right.
And he's coming on tomorrow night at 10 o'clock.
Oh, am I allowed to join in or?
Excuse me. Are you telling me that 2 native Britons are being replaced by, what is he, Cypriot or something?
Something like that. He's swarthy. He's very swarthy.
That's out of order. Is that so? He's phoning in. Perhaps I'll join in with him.
Yeah, I was going to say I would love to have you both on the line at the same time. Is that all right?
Nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Just in case his line drops off, then we can come to you and you can fill while we're dialing him again.
Super. Okay. Well, we'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
And night all, and you have a lovely night's sleep.
Good night, my darling. Good night. Give us a kiss, Barry. Give us a big wet kiss. Mwah.
Come here, Barry. Come here.
Mwah.
Come here.
Come here.
Mwah.
Oh, Barry. Come here, Barry.
Just move to the side. Katherine, can you do that again? Or?
Oh, let me have a go. Barry, come over here. Let me have a go. Come
Ian, just move to one side. Ian, can you just move away?
I'm going to leave you guys to it, because this is getting...
No, Katherine, don't leave me here with this.
Barry, come here, Barry.
No, I don't like that. Ah!
This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. Let's go to Adam. Good evening, Adam.
Evening. How are you doing, sir?
I'm angry that there are... I'm not angry. I'm upset that there are such horrible people out there. But apart from that, I'm fine.
Yeah, I was hearing them there. I have a lot of anger in myself for those sort of people, you know. They really...
Barry and Raheem were awful. Anyway, Adam, what can we do for you this evening?
Well, I just wanted to phone up and give you a wee defence, really. That sort of stuff, people saying things like being replaced in all these evil conspiracy theories, it's truly awful, and I've experienced a lot of it recently, you know. I heard one crazy person say that the only way to save your homeland is through a patriotic alternative and watching La Europa on BitChute, you know. But these people are really crazy. I don't really know what they're on about, do you?
I don't trust you, Adam.
Why don't you trust me, darling?
Yeah, because what you've done is and luckily you said it so badly and your phone line dropped out that the little plug you just gave for a white supremacist.
Alternative.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because when I speak, they can't hear you. So you're given this little plug for these little YouTube links, and it's not worked. So Adam, bye-bye, racist, bye-bye, racist. Didn't work. I knew. Oh God! I told you they were thick, Katherine.
Yeah.
I told you they were thick.
The thing that surprises me, or maybe shouldn't, is how young they sound. Because only a young person would think that this is clever.
Oh, bless him. He thought he was going to sneak a cheeky little plug through, but unfortunately, he said it too quickly. His phone dropped out just at the right moment. So
are they being promised like a can of special brew for every time they mention the thing? Because I used to work in a radio station where if you got the radio station's name mentioned on another outlet, you got like a bottle of champagne. Well, Carver. But I think it's a similar situation.
Let me just say, me and Katherine, between us, have about 40 years of radio phone-in experience. My God. We can tell.
Yeah.
We can tell.
Do you know what a big giveaway is?
I could tell from the moment he started speaking, I thought...
Hello, Ian, how are you? It's like that's the run-up. That's the run-up towards the springboard.
Here we go.
Idiot.
Let's try Kendrick. Good evening, Kendrick.
Oh there, I just wanted to respond to all these white supremacists that
Kendrick. Goodbye, Kendrick. Close the fader, Amy.
Terrible.
Don't cut him off. Leave him there. We'll let him wait for a little bit.
Come on.
Come on, guys.
Come on. Is it 1985?
Poor little babies. Let's go to... Oh, my God, no. Oh, this is awful. Kendrick, who's still there, don't open his line, but he can wait there. You're going to hate this. We're going to let an Asian man talk. Oh, my God.
He's replacing you, Kendrick.
He's replacing you, totally. Hey, Manny, how you doing, man?
I'm good, my darling buds of man. How are you?
Oh, I'm glad that we have replaced... This is great. We've just cut off 2 white supremacists and replaced them with a blind Asian man. This is wonderful. That is going to kill their boners.
It is, isn't it?
How you doing, man? Nice to hear your voice.
It's about this time every night, isn't it? Somebody comes on to spoil the evening.
Yeah, well, it doesn't spoil it. It just changes it. And they don't realise we have dump buttons. We had Midnight Walker on. Yeah.
And then you had William Bill.
Yeah.
Twice.
But they don't understand that we have a dump button and we can cut people out. We win. And when we speak, you can't hear what they say. And also, they're thick. They're tiny little dinkles. They're tiny little dinkles, Manny.
Never mind.
Never mind. They can go back and look at pictures of their mums.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you, Katherine?
I'm all right, yeah.
Good. It's a shame, eh? What's happening to the world now, isn't it?
Well, it is, but I have faith. Not in the powers that be, but I have faith in humanity. I think that we'll get somewhere.
Well, my wife works at the hospital. About 12 people, 12 hospital staff, nurses and cleaning staff, and a porter died there.
Oh, Midlands have suffered badly, haven't they?
Yeah, really bad. Really, very bad. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. People are trying their best, but the roads are empty where we am. People are taking it very serious. But, the Midlands have been hit hard. Really hard.
Yeah, they have.
Very hard.
It's bleak, isn't it? How are you personally, Manny? How are you doing?
I'm good. Go for a little walk. Only on the drive and in the garden. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Nowhere else, Sit in the garden, and last week or the week when it was hot, I sat outside and my bloody arms are bloody rashed up with the a lot of heat rash on my arms. What can you do? You can't go anywhere else, can you? You know what I mean? You can't go.
Although I got to be honest, I enjoyed the rain today because I had to do a little bit of digging in my garden. I've got a big bare patch, now it was wet, so I could go and dig it up and rake it a bit and plant some grass seeds and rake it over, and hopefully it's going to grow back. But you're right, there's nothing you can do. I don't really like going out much, so to me it's no great burden. But I understand for a lot of people it is, and I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Well, we just phoned the next door neighbour, Joan. She's 90.
Joan, her son, Nan's name.
Her son only comes like every 2 weeks, so we just get shopping for my wife because we do our shopping. She does her shopping for her. A neighbour doesn't bother with her. The other neighbour doesn't bother with her. So we do the bits and bobs for her.
Yeah, my Betty, who lives next door, she's in her 80s, and she's delightful. And she's never had it so good. The woman 2 doors down takes her cooked food and does shopping for her. I do shopping for her. There's someone that comes and visits, I don't know who that is, who does shopping for her. Her daughter-in-law does shopping for her. So every time, I said to her today, I said, Betty, I've got delivery coming on Tuesday. If you want anything, let me know by Monday and I'll put it on the list. She said, I'll try and think of something, but I've been overwhelmed by shopping. She's being
got more than Tesco, isn't it?
She's got more than Tesco's. And then she said to me, the thing she said to me was, I really want to go out shopping for myself.
Yeah.
And I said, I get it. And I know, but, take these offers of help as they're intended.
Sorry for interrupting, but haven't you found that people are more kinder?
I have found that the people that are kind are kinder, and the people that are dicks are dickier. Dickers. Yeah, they are. I think and some of the people that are in the middle have possibly come over to the side of kindness. I think magnifies whatever your chief priority is, kindness or meanness. I also don't think it can last. For example, this is an example, personal example. I forgot to clap the NHS tonight, and my boys are here, and we really enjoy doing it. We were watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I forgot. Now, listen, that's a tiny, tiny thing, right? That's a tiny, tiny thing, but it's a sign that to me, that how we move on and how this is unsustainable. All these things are unsustainable, and people are getting restless, Manny. People are turning.
Well, we had the guy on the stage. He put the speakers there. He had Captain Tom's song on first at 7:00.
Oh Jesus! My
Oh
God.
wow, he's making you have it.
It's very noble, but it's also not a great
At
listen.
7 though, that's a whole hour before the clap.
Yeah, and then 8:00 was clapping, and then he sang everybody singing Happy Birthday. It is nice because everybody comes out, except for the one family opposite me, but everybody else comes out.
Yeah.
Just one family that spoils it, you know, but everybody else comes out.
Yeah.
Kids all right? Both of you?
My kids are great, mate. They're having a great time. They're having a lot of fun. They're learning, and I'm seeing them 3 or 4 nights a week. It's great. Kath, your girls seem to be enjoying themselves,
Yeah.
and I've seen them on WhatsApp.
They were listening to, well, the radio was on in the background when we were getting ready for tea tonight, and they heard Keir Starmer talking about the government's plans to next week talk about the plan to get back to, you know, to what do they call it, the exit strategy. And they heard kids going back to school, and they cheered.
Hey!
They really want to go back to school. They want to see their mates. They want normal. They want to be getting their uniforms on in the morning and walking to school and doing all that stuff. And although, you know, I think at home they're having a wicked time and they get on really well, you know, apart from the times when they don't and when they start fighting. But for the most part, they have become really good mates.
When we have the Zoom phone call with my mum, Manny, and, you know, we couldn't hear her, so it was a little bit stilted. And I said to the boy, boys, why don't you do something for Nanny Linda? So they beat the crap out of each other.
Entertainment.
They just laid into each other. Go on.
Guess what? I went into my son's room, right, and I thought I could smell something.
Oh, God.
He's always in his ensuite for about a good half an hour. Anyway, he had this is just before the breakup, and my wife was cleaning his room, and his uni bag was there, and he had this plastic container of 12 inches by 6 inches.
Yeah.
And guess what was in there?
Little bit of sensimilia, a little bit of weed.
A grinder.
A grinder?
Blue Rizzler, 2-pack.
Oh, he's hardcore with the grinder.
The man means business.
Hang on. Right, he had the thing. And I was thinking, because I keep my cigarettes in the kitchen, in the cabinet. And I was thinking, I'm sure I'm going to bloody buy me, because there was 10 in there last night. And then there's only 9. So I started counting them. And then I'm thinking, I must have bloody, you know. And then when Mum said, she goes, "You got your bloody fags in here as well." And she gave me a right kicking.
Well, here's the thing. You might be blind, but you've got your sense of smell. You know exactly what is going on in there.
This is going to get even worse. She was on nights. My daughter, she's working from home, and she's on the other side of the house. When he got caught, they started looking into his phone. And instead of taking the car, he was getting an Uber at 2:00, 6 miles away to his friend's house to go and smoke, right? And then coming back about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Could have been worse, man. He could have had Grindr on his phone as well.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the kids, man.
How old is he?
19.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
he said he'd been doing it for 2 years. But
right.
I think he's been doing a bit more than that. But
well, keep
we
an
haven't
eye
let
on
him out
him.
the house. Well, we haven't let him out. But
the fact that the channel of communication is open is a good thing. You might not like what he's got to say, but you need to hear it.
We need to go, Manny. We need to go. Thank you, mate. So lovely to hear your voice, and it was so lovely to replace a really thick, dumb, stupid racist with you, my brother. And it's always a pleasure to talk. Daryl Morris, live from Media City, up north somewhere.
How's your night been?
we had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun, but the best bit was going from a white supremacist to playing 20 questions with Barry from Watford and Raheem. So, some ups and downs, my friend.
So excellent.
We've got 40 seconds, and I want to know what is on your show tonight. Even though I'm going to be woken up at 7 by my kids, do I stay listening to you, Daryl?
Michaela is here. Hi, Michaela.
Hello.
Hello, Michaela.
Our regular sort of Friday rendezvous. She's my isolation partner, so she's going to co-host the first hour of the show with us. It could be brilliant. It could be terrible. It remains on a knife edge. It remains very much on a knife edge.
Those are the best shows. It can go either way, and it's good that we acknowledge that. It's lovely to hear both of your voices. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, guys. They'll take your calls if you want to give them a call. We'll be back tonight. Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you, Catherine. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.